Okay, wow. I wasn't expecting that to happen, but it did. Anywho, I am here anyway. What's going on? All right. All right. Welcome, 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 everyone. I am Legacy Moon, and this is True Crime and Mysteries. Let's see who we have here in the chat. First on the moonwalk, we have Leo Lady. Justin's mom, Shirley's divorce finally, Miss Piggy Braxton, four biscuits and a BJ. Okay, we've got Mai Tai, Salt and Pepper Tresses, Miss Nisi, Listen to Me, Mary Willis, I think I said Justin's mom, Michi 3, B. Williams, Salty Buzzer, Nana and Nini. We've got Shelly 928, Mary Willis, AK's POV, Delicate Dell, Victoria, the one, the only black but not bitter, Miss Lady, Zen Soul, the Duchess. We have Chick-fil-A gal Tanya B here, Thessie Jewel, Shay B, Chocolate. Welcome, 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 everyone. I hope all of you are doing okay. This is Thursday. This is thank goodness it's Thursday because guess what? Tomorrow's Friday. And on Friday, most of us have the weekend off. And of course, it is after dark tomorrow with my good friend, Native Tribe Urban Media. Hey, Kimmy Who. Well, today we're going to get into just a couple of things. The call that dropped yesterday, I have that, and I might go over that. I might only be able to do half. I'll see, how far we get. Hey, Lovejoy. Um, I'll see. It depends on how far we get because I have to be up extremely too early in the morning tomorrow. Get on. I have to get on the road and go out of town for a minute, but I will be back. Hopefully by early afternoon or evening, but I will be on here. Hey, Sweet Peasy, beautifully made 13. So the first thing that I want to get into is a news story that I found. Victoria says, I am looking forward to the weekend. This week has been too much. Girl, don't I know it? I truly know it. Yesterday, I was all, I was going live, but I knew that I was going to have a migraine because you get warning signs, and then it hit right when I was like close time for me to come on. So I said I better not. I was trying to play it by ear, but it played on and on and on, and it just never happened. So it would have been like if I already had it, I might have been able to function. But when it's just coming on, it's just not. It's all kinds of symptoms and crazy stuff going on. So I wasn't able to do it. Hey, Nola Brown, Karen S., how are you doing? Okay, so hey, Kiki in DC. The first thing, like I said, I wanted to do a news story because there's an escaped convict. Now I don't know where, um, because I don't think they said in the news report, but I'm gonna play it because y'all need to be looking out for him because he's still on the run. The judge told this man he had 60 days, and he said, "Well, I'll see you later," and he left. So let me pull that up so y'all can see it. I want y'all to be on the lookout for them. I don't know what's like I said, I don't know where this happened, but it happened. So just be on the lookout for the man. Plus, you never know where he might turn up. Hey, Text Toy. So here we go. Let me put this up there. Let me switch to my share screen. Where is my share screen? Let me find any share screen. Okay, here. This one will work. This one will work. All right. There we go. All right, let me play it. Like I said, let me see something. This is brought to us. This is KSTP 5 Eyewitness News. And it says Hennepin County. So if anybody knows where that is, that's where this happened. And before I play that, let me just do this. I am using this content and all of the content that I will be using tonight per the Fair Use Act. This content is for educational purposes only. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All right, let's get into this escaped man.
Man who escaped without his shirt and shoes after sentencing at the Hennepin County Courthouse yesterday is still on the run tonight. Investigative reporter Ryan Race has been digging into how it happened.
So this man done been loose since yesterday, y'all. Yesterday. All right.
He joins us live. Ryan?
Muffin 218 said there's one in Tennessee, in Florida, probably all over.
Yeah, Kevin, happened here Tuesday morning at the Hennepin County Government Center. I'm told the suspect, Gerald Valdez Martin, made a mad dash for the stairwell shortly after learning his punishment, somehow managing to evade armed deputies and private security all throughout the building.
This photo released by the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office shows Gerald Valdez Martin racing down the stairs without a shirt, and we're told no shoes either. Investigators say both items were torn.
No shoes, no shirt, no service. Okay. Now, first, and I don't think this particular news story is going to tell you this, but, would you say Justin's mom stay away from Michigan? This story, I don't think is going to tell you this, but, apparently his girlfriend was in court while everything was going on, and she was trying to hand him a cell phone, and that's when all the commotion started, and he got away. Somebody said, okay, Black but Not Bitter said Hennepin County is in Minnesota. Okay, in Minnesota. It's a good thing it's summertime, because this man, he has on no clothes, no shoes, no nothing. So it's a good thing that this was in summertime.
Off during a tussle with two deputies in a courtroom here on the 7th floor. They say Martin ran off after a judge sentenced him to 5 years in prison for stealing a gun and ammo, the latest in his long criminal history. 5 investigators found another time when he was arrested last year. He slipped out of one of his handcuffs on the way.
Okay, so now this you would think this is not this man's first attempt to escape, so you would think they'd be on extra high alert, but apparently they were not. Now, Kiki in DC said, did they ever catch the last 2 inmates who escaped from Louisiana? I think there's still one on the loose. I think just one is on the loose. Now, I don't know if they got him, but they got a whole bunch of his family members, because they said the family they just kept taking people out the house. They bought everybody out the house but him. So, but yeah, this man, he has where he slipped out of handcuffs. This is in writing. So this is not something that was word of mouth. It's in writing in court papers. So people should have been on high alert with this guy. He said, peace, I'm out.
Way to the police station. In this escape, the Hennepin County Sheriff declined a request for an interview, but says Martin was not an in-custody defendant, meaning he brought himself to his sentencing. But there are many questions about how he managed to escape a building filled with armed deputies, seen in tan shirts, and a team of private security guards seen in black uniforms. The building also has multiple security.
So not only did we have like the court, the bailiff and things, the court officers, the sheriffs, not only did we have them, but we also had a private security company there. All of these people there, but nobody got him. Hey, Soul Power the Outcast. Hey, Miss Mad About Music. Tell me that part said the 2 in Louisiana are still missing. Hey, social wife Melissa, how are you doing?
Checkpoints and cameras at every turn. We found a similar escape happen back in 2014 when another suspect again escaped through a stairwell. Here's how then Sheriff Rich Stanek described it at the time.
We did lock down the government center, as is the standard protocol. However, there is a door on the lower level that is a fire exit door.
Michi 3, no, he didn't go to court without his shirt on. He had on a shirt and shoes and shorts. But, when he escaped, they pulled him out. He got pulled out his shirt. He was not trying to go and do his 60 months. He said, later, peace out, I'm gone. So, yeah, he ended up being out of his shirt and his shoes. So no shirt, no shoes. He's out. He's out.
So it's push bar going out, not coming in. We're not allowed to secure that.
It appears more than 10 years later, it happened again. Hennepin County says the escape is under investigation, but at this moment it appears all procedures were followed.
I'm told those deputies involved did alert everyone in the building immediately about the situation, but there was confusion about which stairwell the suspect was headed to. It is believed that he made it downstairs to the ground floor and outside in about a minute.
Now, you saw that picture of him, so that means somebody with a cell phone took that picture. It's not like the news people or anything. Somebody with a cell phone took that picture. These people did not even know what I think he was headed for this stairwell. They don't even know what stairwell he was. Anyway.
If you have any information about his whereabouts, you're asked to call 911. Live to now in downtown Minneapolis, Ryan Raish, 5 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Ryan.
So if y'all are in Minnesota, y'all watch out because he's on the loose. Well, before I get into the next thing, I want to get into, I've got some updated text messages from Nesto and Sonia, of course. And I want to just go through those for a minute because I found something. I can't remember what it was, but something disappearing. Goodness, something tickled me. So we're gonna just go over those briefly, and then I'm gonna get into the next thing I want to get into. Okay, let me move me over here. All right. So, hey, your friendly neighborhood cupcakes, how are you doing? Okay, let me blow this up. Make it bigger. Make it bigger. Okay. Are you serious? This is ridiculous. Okay. Um let me Please don't tell me I'm gonna have to end up doing this on my phone. Oh, Lord have mercy, I am. All right, let me do my phone because it wants me to do too many things. So let me pull this up on my phone and we will get into it. Let me put some glasses on so I'm not sounding like infamous Sylvia. Infamous Sylvia. All right, here we go. No thanks. So bottoms up. We got to go from the bottom to the top. Now, y'all, I think this is starting with June the 24th. Wait a minute. So it's going, so it's top down. Oh, okay. It's not usually like this. Okay, we're going to start in, my glasses are dirty, y'all. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, I know what I can do. I can pull up YouTube on here so that way I can still see the comments. And yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I will do. Y'all, it'll come together in a minute for me. It will come together in a minute for me. Legacy Moon. Legacy Moon. True Crime and Mysteries. Okay, now I can follow along with the comments as I read these texts. Okay, so let me clean my glasses. It's spots all over there. No, I know it's not going to be on screen because I couldn't get it on. Well, let me try. Let me see. Let me try something right quick. I might be able to get it on screen. I wasn't going to do it on screen. I was just going to read it myself, but I will. Why is there so many of these? I'm going to try to pull it on screen. I'll do that so we can all see them. All right. Let me go get my Gmail. Okay. We'll do it this way. My Gmail. Now, if I could do this without, because I don't want to. Oh, come on. This is some bull. You know what? Okay, this, this Google put me in this thing for AI that I did not ask it for, and I don't like that. Okay, here we go, y'all. All right, so everybody is here. Let's get into these text messages. Let me share it on my screen. I am so sorry for this, y'all. Here we go. All right, we are at the Cobb County Detention Center, and we are looking at these text messages up here on the screen. Oh, wow. I hope y'all can see them. So I'm used to them starting bottom up. I mean, bottom up, but they're starting. Can y'all see that? I can't see anything, but here they are. Let me try to make this bigger. Just a little bigger. All right. Make me a little smaller. Okay, here we go, y'all. From the top. Now we have on May the 30th where Sonia says, wait a minute, who is this? Okay, the sender is Nesto. He says, "Good morning. Twice a week here on, I don't know what FX is. Do y'all know what FX is? Because I don't know what FX is. But you can see I zoomed in. Okay, you zoomed in. All right. Okay, AK's POV. Oops. So, okay. So he says, whatever. Okay. Good morning. Twice a week here on FX. They keep our TV programmed. Oh, so he must mean the station FX. I feel like I've been in that movie for 3 years, falsely accused at the wrong place at the wrong time. Somebody please tell me when he was at the wrong place at the wrong time, because I don't know when that was. I'm not sure, but that's what he says. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time. All right. He says, that's why I had to exercise the 7 principles of abundance of blessing from God: gratitude, patience, faith, forgiveness, humility, obedience, generosity. So you enjoy your blessings and God rewarding you for being a great stewardess of the, and then then it's a period, and taking care of blessings that God give us as children of him that other people don't appreciate. But happy wonderful Friday. I appreciate you. I'm not talking about that fake appreciation either. So I guess you, my cousin Vinny. Okay, so I don't know if the Soul Power said what a bunch of BS. Um, all right, them folks said when he had that little that little too small shirt on and said to get in the car with Officer Fields. Yeah, that ABCD. Oh, I know it's ACDC. So, Sonia replied by saying, LOL, fighting for you. Our community has little support for each other. We're in a hell phase. No, a hate phase. We're in a hate phase. Doomed. But I'm old school and I give what I receive. We're good for life. Love you. Okay, y'all. Love you. Shirley's divorce finally said, what the hell? So she also says, on that same day, I saw a press conference with Cressley, and they are going to work with, okay, wait a minute. I guess it would help y'all if I scroll down. I'm sorry. Here we go. Let me see if that's okay. Let me see. Make sure that's what y'all see. Okay, here we go. Let me go. Okay. LOL. I saw it. Wait a minute. No. Okay. I saw a press conference with Kresley, and they are going to work with freeing the innocent. He said, now look, I saw said same news conference, and I didn't hear what she's about to say. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I saw it. So she says, he said Georgia was looking for a big fish to indict and went after him and his wife. Really? It wasn't the tax evasion and all the other charges that you had going against him. No, he didn't say that on his news conference. He didn't, unless she saw a different one from me. Um, he said that they lied on them and forced them into a bogus plea. I didn't think they had a plea. I thought they were found guilty, but that's me. Soul Power says Sonia and Messy Nessie are two human, does that say cesspools. Mary Willis said, girl, do you you ever give a break? Okay. So, they lied on them and forced them into a bogus plea. Um, Threat of heavy time. You know the scam. He said so many black men were unjustly locked up with him and were not offered the same opportunities in jail. Now, he did say that. And what does she mean by that? Because according to her, that's how they get all black men in jail. They take pleas. And if he said a plea, if he took a plea, that means they did the same thing. So, I mean, what is she talking about? So, you know the scam. He said so many black men are unjustly locked up with him and were not offered the same opportunities in jail. It's crazy how people are okay with sending innocent people to jail. You see Tory Lane's case, YSL, your situation, and your boy. I don't know who the boy is. I don't know if I don't know. Anyway, the citizens want real guilty people in jail, not fake cases. Well, I happen to be said citizen, and I want Nesto in jail because he is a bigamist and he's a scammer. So I want him in jail. Um, but I told you, Georgia is all about arresting celebrities. When did he become a celebrity? But anyway, they're interested in arresting celebrities or people tied to them. They want to be famous, not real DA that fight real crime, a corrupt system. And the people are waking up to the bullshit. It's fucked up. YouTube is 80% false information. The last I checked, nobody was running their court based on what happened on YouTube. Okay. So anyway, a corrupt system, and people waking up to the bullshit. It's fucked up. YouTube is 80% of the information. They say anything for a click. Like IG, no real information, just wicked entertainment. I had to realize that after seeing so many fake stories, not just our situation. It's a game. You can't trust any of it. My day was great. Headed on a trip Sunday. Hung out with my girl and went to a real estate event. Back to my norm. Love you. Exposing everything is the key. Showing all evidence, proving innocence. Okay. That's what she says. Then Nesto says, let me see what y'all are saying. Uh yeah, no, yes, Nesto's not a hey Lunar Brain Fireheart. She said, I'd really like to know what what she thinks a real crime is. Yeah, what is a real crime? I'm not sure, not to be confused with a fake one. Hey, casino lady. Okay. So Nesto says, I saw it tonight on World News. What got me was when your boy Trump on his conference um exiting Elon out of the White House. The media asked him if he was going to I'm assuming that means pardon, Diddy, if he's convicted at you know what? Why would somebody ask that? I don't watch too much of Trump, so I don't know if this really happened. But why would somebody ask him would he pardon Diddy? That's just dumb. Why would he that's saying he's given a pre like, okay, well, if they convict you, I'm gonna let you go. Like, why would he say yes? I know Trumpet is stupid enough to say yes, but why would she ask that? Um Text Toy said two criminals talking innocence. Exactly, right? So anyway, so he said the media asked him if he was going to pardon Diddy if he was convicted at the same flashing pics of them together. His statement was he has to look into it and he will think about it at this time. I'm speechless. I'm behind times. I've been in here so long. It's definitely a new world. All I can all I can is staying humble and praying to God every night. So you stay safe out there. Did you ride your new toy today? Well, asking her about a new toy. I don't know. Mm, 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 mm. Tomorrow, oh, wait, let me make sure that's okay. Yeah. Tomorrow, I will be, let me see. Tomorrow, I will, she says, Sonia says. Excited. I had an event to attend. I'm so happy for their family. Trump is a great man with a heart of gold. Yeah, that's why he's kicking, any and everybody, snatching kids out of foster cares and all that stuff, putting them in detention centers. I'm sorry, y'all. That's me talking. So he's got such a heart of gold, y'all. I'm so mad I fell for the lies they told on him his first term, but I'm enjoying him in office. Changing the food, medical issues, making the country safer. He's going to change the court system. It's too much corruption there, you know? Yeah, like changing the medical system, like snatching Medicaid away from disabled children and adults. Okay. Ernest says, love you. Have a wonderful night, babe. Freedom is coming soon. God willing, happy about that. And he puts these little smiley things in there. Hey, talks with TK. Um, Bible Lady said there is no way Bonitail can hide unload that jet ski by herself. Okay, here we go. Nesto says, no, Sonia, no, yeah, this is Nesto. Good morning, my love. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy. Love you. Shaba. So then Sonia says, good morning, babe. Just starting my day. I love you. Continuing on. Put on your thinking cap. I mean, I think everything concerning your people in caps and your relationship 2020 through 2024. It's something coming out about how the industry is tied to these prosecutors and how they put charges on people they need out their lives. Money, 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 a lot of acting in your face, playing the role. Like I told you, several people came to me in 2022 and 2023, and I dismissed it. You would know better than me. Hollywood and the industry are wicked. Think about things that happened when you were out and around. That crowd, how they moved and did others, because this new lie regarding the truck don't make sense when it's proof they knew everything. By they, I guess she means to Shirley. the weak excuse that social media was too much to handle. 20 years in the game, about that life. All things tied, need an out without losing money. So Nesto says, okay, how's your day going? How's your day going? And she says, my day is great. No issues. Hot, sunny, great people. Whew. So then Nesto says, oh, I should use this thing. Oh, yeah, this makes it so much easier. So Nesto says, sometimes I have to meditate on the message because I've saying the same thing repeatedly for 3 years, crying out loud that I'm innocent. All I can do is leave it up to God. For me to see Cresley's daughter say that I don't have to do nothing but leave it in God's hand, and the truth is going to reveal itself. It's a lot of things I would like to comment on, but I can't. It's not the right timing. But I know my last relationship, they was a bona fide God-fearing woman. It would take tooth and nail to make this person tell a lie that is known not to be truth. My job is to allow God to continue answering my call the same way He brought us together and not going sensationalized at my expense like they think it is. It's going to be grace and elegance of God. That day, the truth will reveal itself in time, in due time. Let me know before you start your trip so I can start my visit. Okay, so he's saying Shirley is not going to lie on him, okay? And he's just going to let God take care of it because he's an innocent man. Well, see, there you go, because you're lying on God. You're saying that this man, you're saying, first of all, that you're innocent and that God knows it, and he's going to let you go free. Okay, God, yes, you're right. God, if this is what you believe, yes, God is all knowing. That's what I remember being taught. He's all knowing. So if he's all knowing, he know you committed them crimes. So what are you talking about, man? Okay. Um. Hey, D Dub. Diva 314 says, "Say the rich person to the poor person to the poor nasty." Them folks said, "Is he just using talk to text?" I don't know. I'm reading it like he's writing it though. I had to take a sip. Woo. All right. So, and I guess when he says visit, I guess they're doing it. They did a tablet visit. So then he says, I'm sorry, Sonia says, I just was thinking when you were still on good terms and I was trying to get the truck, the G Wagon, to use for bond, she said, no, rather you sit in jail, sell that vehicle you brought for your freedom. So she'd rather have him sit in jail than to sell that vehicle that you bought for your freedom. What does that mean? Does anybody know what that? I don't understand that. Better let me do that again. She rather you sit in jail than sell that vehicle you bought for your freedom. Maybe she meant to okay. I'm thinking that maybe she meant to say rather than selling it for your freedom, she'd rather you just sit in jail. Hey B Ann, hey Irie Vibes. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. Just thinking, I don't put anything past anyone. God fearing people include 80% of the jail population is God fearing, 50% are truly guilty. So, not everyone respects the true value of being Christian. But you know better than me. Don't get caught sleeping. Don't respond. Just think. Talk to your counsel. Just try to make sense of why. All the evidence shows you are innocent. Everything. You only see one side of people. Who's in their ear? The money increase over a scandal, Make sense of that. I sat back in 23 thinking like you are now, but it doesn't add up. The half assed job your attorney was doing, like, think about it. It's looking like a setup from your camp. Don't think about that fake warrant that started all of this. It's never what you think it is when you're dealing with females and their money slash career. Looking at everything, my mind stay going. That's what she said. Her mind stay going. Social wife Melissa says Sonia replies with the same BS. Two clowns. Yep, she does. He's an innocent man. Diva 314 says she doesn't have any evidence. Right? Um, let's see. What else y'all saying? Uh is this I Revive saying this? Let me see. Yeah, I Revive said Shirley had no control over the sale of that vehicle. Why doesn't she sell her I Revives her putrid cat to help him? Not putrid. Now, I would send you to the moon with that, but I'm trying to read this mess. Tanya B here says she's such a miserable ass person. Muffin 218 said, "Girl, please." um, Text toy says Sonia needs to take her meds. Somebody gonna call Adult Protective Services. Somebody need to call Adult Protective Services with this foolishness. Oh gosh. Let's see. Is this Soul Power the Outcast? It sounds like Soul Power. Dear Nesto, yo ish caught up with you. Sincerely, Rico. Rico Suave said, "It's your turn, Nesto. You getting ready to get yours." Okay, let's see. So Nesto says, yes, I do love you. Sonia says, and we are on the 31st. Sonia says, okay, your first attorney said it was a setup. You know, the second attorney, C, which that C is for Curl Lewis, we all know that, was napping on purpose because he knew something. And he hangs with that circle of, I guess, folks. It's FUKS. I don't know if that's folks or fuck. I mean, I don't know, but I think it's folks. So let me read that sentence again. You know, that second attorney C was napping on purpose because he knew something, and he hangs with that circle. That fucks with the DA. Fucks with the DA. Okay, it's some straight corruption. The judge has not ruled on the Fourth Amendment clear violation, and they go forward with a fake, you know, RA, the rest charges, using the purchase of the truck 2.7 years after the impound is crazy. It's the knowledge at the time of the violation that matters. I'm no in my child, y'all. Here go the lie. In my 35 years in law, never have I seen a shit show displayed in a court case or someone sit in jail 3 years with all the facts in the case known for 6 months after the arrest. You never let the fight go on quietly, loud and proud. Now, let me say this. She is alleging that she has 35 years in a legal experience. And you mean to tell me in the 35 years of legal experience that you are pretending to have, you never seen a shit show before? You've never seen a shit show displayed? You've never seen innocent people go to jail? I mean, after all, you said you worked for the Innocence Program, not to be confused with the Innocence Project that we are all aware of. She said she used to work for that program, but In 35 years, she's never seen a shit show before in court. People being sent to jail with little to no evidence or fumbled evidence. She's never seen this in her 35 years of alleged practice of the law. Are you serious? Really? I'm not falling for it. Tony says, let me see. CA, no one find a chicken driving an RV. I've never seen it before that chicken stays parked behind the Walmart by night and in front of the gym by day. Let's see here. Beautifully made 13 said a fake warrant girl, please. He had two warrants. Have your facts together in my Nesto voice. Yeah, she don't have her facts together. Karen S said, can't that mean she can't? What you say, Karen S? She can't sell that cat because it's expired, like rotten milk. Linda, hey, Linda, how are you doing? Okay, let's get back in this. I'm gonna need some more water. I done Shirley's divorce finals finally said, never in 35 years in law. That's because you have never worked in law, dumbass. Y'all are not feeling it for her 35-year experience. Okay. Oh, the first attorney just dropped the ball. She further goes on to say, um, and yes, just like Savannah kept going every day until she reached the right ear, is how you do it. You mean to tell me in 3 years she ain't got the right ear yet? She knows all these attorneys and judges and police officers, so why hasn't she got the right ear? So getting the right ear is how you do it. A lot of incarcerated people don't have support, and the DA prey on that. She went through some real struggles, and people are talking shit on them. People who don't understand how flawed the system is, how Georgia went after her parents for the famous case. Every famous person needs to pay attention, especially rappers. I look, listen at every case out there. It's something not right with your cases. That bullshit plea with guilty ass April, they see what I see and then some. But them text messages come up missing. They're good for evidence, for holding evidence. YSL. Whew. Nesto says, my freedom, my freedom is coming soon, God willing, he says. Sonia says, on the 31st of May. I'm happy we all left Georgia. Don't even want to fly over that state. My son is back in Orlando to finish school. I thought the dude graduated in May. Did he fit? Look, girl, you said he was graduating. My son is back in Orlando to finish school. He wants to move to Europe or Asia. The girls are in Vegas now. My generator is doing great. I'm headed in. Video call around 2 p.m. after I throw water on my face. Crazy girl out. Then she says, freedom is coming. Freedom is coming loud and proud. Never lay down and take lies told on you. And so he tells her, good night. Let me see what y'all are saying here in the chat. Tony says Wade Wilson would be dead by now if Sonia was on his skiing team. He sure would, right? Justin's mom said 35 years, including the years she spent in prison. Soul Power said, y'all hit that like button. That's right. Oh my Lord. The ear, nose, and throat doctor said, Ola, let's do some math. The math is not mathing. Let's say her age now. Subtract 35. Subtract 35 years. Subtract the time she spent in jail equals what? Them folks said ears, nose, and throat doctor, it equals a lie. Because that's all she does best is lie, and that's what it equals. Diva 314 said, "What law office hired her after she got out of jail?" I keep telling y'all, she worked off her. You know how you owe the attorney. That's what she did. She worked off her what she owed the attorney. I know that's what she did. Ain't no, but 35 years, girl. Bye. Your friendly neighborhood cupcake said he in plumber school. He is actually he's in a he's in a oh shoot, what's the word? It was just on the tip of my tongue. Apprenticeship. He is in, or he was in an apprenticeship. I don't know. I don't know what she said he was graduating in school in May, but we know he flunked out. Make it make sense. Whew, child. All right, let's go back into these texts. So where are we now? Let me see. So okay, good night. You're right. Enjoy life. Love you. Okay. Hey, how are you feeling today? Other than tired and exhausted. Saw a story where Fauci had CPS and foster care take black kids and he used them to experiment and do most died behind this. When did this happen? Did y'all who does anybody know about this? Has anybody heard where Fauci took some kids out of foster care and did some experiments on them and they died? I have not heard this, but that's what she's saying. Um, Still walking free, protected by Democrats. Remember in Atlanta, all those kids came up missing? See, putting blacks on the local news in crime stories takes value over our lives. And when we are mistreated by government, there is little to no justice. Now, the blacks in charge are fucking their own people over purposely. Money puppets. First of all, Wayne Williams has been convicted of those child the child um, unalivings of Atlanta. I don't believe he did it, but they did arrest somebody. So she's trying to put this on, I don't know, politicians or the FDA or somebody doing experiments on the children. Is that what she's trying to say? I cannot with her. I really cannot with her. Karen S says she can identify a shit show every day after each bite of Alfredo fries and chicken wings she eats. Which she can't do is find her edges. An unattached man some bail money for Nesto's ass. That's what she can't do. My Ty said. He said he don't want to plumb no more. Black but not bitter. That's a lie. Oh, this girl, she's hilarious. She is hilarious. That's right, Justin's mom. Tell her to shut up with these conspiracy theories. D Dub says so. She's black this week. I guess she is, child. I can't keep up. I cannot keep up. Okay, so Nesto says, "Good morning, my love," and she says, "You calling?" And he says, "God is good all the time. Thanks for being here for me." She says, "I love you. So it's my pleasure to be here for you. You're a good person." And then Nesto says, "Good morning, my love. Happy new week. Freedom is coming soon. God willing. Have a great day." And she says, "Good afternoon. I'm back. Great day. Everything is corrected. Yay. Freedom coming. Truth coming out." That's what she says. So on the 2nd of June, he says, "Okay, wonderful. You made it back safe. I don't know what you mean by corrected, but okay. Something good is going to happen this week. I don't know what it is. God is on our side. Have a great evening. Love you with abundance. Tell my prayer warrior, I'm a fat mouse. Tell my prayer warrior, keep their head up. I was thinking about them today while I was polishing my trumpet so I can be ready to sound off for St. Peter. Mm. Sonia says, okay, my rig issue is fixed. All in 2 hours. I'll let her know tonight. He says, love you, missing you. She says, love you, missing you crazy. Now that was on the third. What else we got to say on the third? Good morning. Freedom is coming soon. God willing. Love you. That's Nesto. Sonia says, good morning, babe. Keep out there. It's coming. Keep it out there. It's coming. Okay. Nesto said, how's your day, babe? She says, it's going great. First of the month money paying them bills. I'm in great spirits. Appreciate you. He says, I appreciate you too. And a smiley face. And then another smiley face. Oh, here we go. We still on the third, y'all. Cooking in the rig. LOL. It's cool. Eating out. Got eating out got wait a minute. So when she says cooking, I thought when she says cooking in the rig, I thought she meant she was basting because it's hot outside, but no, cooking food in the rig. So she says cooking in the rig. LOL. It's cool. Eating out got old. Get out and over here. Smiley face. He says, soon and very soon, freedom is coming. Missing you. Enjoy. These people are funny. Oh. What's your favorite line, my I might just that's my favorite line. Justin's mom says she a whole clown. Soul Power says Sonia goes back and forth between being black and being white. Linda said D-Dub Sonia is multiracial. Ear, nose, and throat doctor said, did she firsthand was the first experiment is what happened to her. You're right about that. That's her firsthand experience. Soul Power said, I can't wait to see this so-called freedom they're talking about. It's coming soon in a theater near you. Them folks say he's so fake. Oh, freedom coming. Talks with TK said, laughing my ass off. That imaginary trumpet about tired of his arse. Not imaginary trumpet. Linda said everybody lies on Ernesto because he is an innocent man. He's an innocent man, y'all. Del Sol, these people crack. This is cracking me up too. This is really cracking me up too. Hey, Major's wife, the woman he chose. Hey, how you doing? And Del Sol, yeah, she cooking chicken Alfredo. Soul Power says Saint Peter ain't gonna find nasty Nesto nowhere in the book of life. Nowhere. All right. Let me read a little bit more. Oh, okay. Let me see. Soon and very soon, freedom is coming. Um, good morning, my love. Still cooking? LOL. Hey, I was good. Cleanup was easy. Miss you. On the 4th, this is on the 4th. Ernesto said, freedom is coming. Can't wait. Sonia says, a pretty day it was. Handled all the business, smiley face. Nesto said, any new updates? She says, none. I'll call your attorney tomorrow. Nesto says, God is good. Have a wonderful night, babe. Believing is the key. I guess he thinks that if he just keeps on believing it, that it'll happen. On the 5th, Nesto says, good morning, my love. Freedom is coming. Have a wonderful day. Love you. Sonia replies, good afternoon. Love you. How's your day? Nesto says, can't wait. She says, I know. Ugh. Why do men go through the unnecessary drama being lied on? It's too common. Nothing new. Just happening more, it seems. Nesto says, I see it every day in here, 2 times a week. Here we go. Sonia says, gay men are lucky. No drama. Peaceful. It's a news story every day with crazy females. First of all, if she sit up there and think that gay men have no drama, she is more delusional than I thought she was. So anyway, we are still on the fifth where Nesto said, how's your day going, babe? As for me, 3 more days. Now I don't know what happens in 3 days, but we gonna see, I guess. Sonia says, it went well, no issues. Um, every cool smiley face. Nesto says, when are you going to get out there and enjoy your new toy? It's going to start getting hotter next week. Summer officially kicks in. No, not really, because this is still the fifth. Before you know it, it will be fall. Time your birthday. It's a lot going on in the world out there. As for me, just staying focused on what God got for me. 3 more days. I can 3 more days. I can sound my trumpet off for St. Peter before the floodgates open with the truth. So the floodgates was going to open with the truth. Okay, y'all? We still on the fifth. The truth is everything. Sadly, the world don't care about it. I see these cases that were built on lies. Most of them. It's twisted out there. We are in the times of the devil. How does an atheist believe in the devil? But okay. Good people are few. I stay to myself for a reason. I can't do people dirty. I raised my kids to be good people and to trust no one. You will get your justice. The truth is, you did nothing wrong. Nesto says, have a good night, my love. On the 6th of June, Sonia says, happy Friday, love. Late start. Love you. Nesto says, good Friday, babe. I love you too. Freedom is coming soon. God willing. Have a wonderful day. Freedom ain't got freedom sure is taking a long time. Where is freedom? Freedom. I can't lose. Where that freedom at, y'all? I don't know. Tony says had Sonia says she has propane for the 2 burner stoves. She can't cook without it. Sonia be lying. B. Williams says she believes in the devil but not God. Exactly. I mean, an atheist. Are you serious? Them folks said, girl, we've heard you go all up and through Big Mustard. That was dirty. She did it to the cougar too. Jay Vickers says, sounds like legacy reading from the Slave Chronicles. Child, I am. Soul Power said Peter gonna take that trumpet and whop Nesto's ass. Ari Vibe says, considering she is the devil, she's right. Plus, she did not raise Maz. Ear, nose, and throat said, sounds like he's going to church and jail. That's what the prisoners be singing on Sunday. Freedom is coming soon. Diva 314 says, how is he going to sound Peter's trumpet? He's still talking about stealing. Oh, Text Toy says Sonia and Nesto are carrying out the devil's task. Bible Lady said she raised her kids to be good people, but in the same breath talked shit about those same kids. Linda says, I wonder how Sonia is going to feel come November. Trump cuts her benefits. Shirley's divorce finally says, Lord, freedom ain't coming, God willing. Freedom's coming soon. Sonia says, call me back. Call me back. Nesto says, how's your day going? And she says, it's great. I'm missing you. 11:59 is coming, missing you as well. Good morning, my love. We are on the 7th of June, y'all. Good morning, my love. Freedom is coming. God willing. Have a wonderful day. Love you. Now, y'all think I'm reading the same thing over and over again, but I'm not. He just keeps saying, freedom coming, y'all. It's coming. We don't know the day or the hour, but it's coming. Sonia says, hi, hope you're staying strong. I know it gets hard not knowing how you got there. I know how he got there. Then why? I know you're tired, and that's what they want, to wear you down. All the evidence states you're innocent. I love you, staying strong with you. Freedom is coming. Nesto says, at $5 now. She said, okay, babe. We are still on the 7th. Thank you for those wise. What? Nesto says, thank you for those wide. The, ugh. Thank you for those wise words of encouragement. That was a sign from God to keep my head up and focused. My freedom will be restored with the truth, with honor. God is real. And if I don't believe in Him, I wouldn't have made it this far. I want to thank you for believing in me. Um, Believing in me that I am God fearing innocent man. You believe in me that I'm a God fearing innocent man. You never heard me bash or belittle who trespassed against us. Only uplifting and encouraging words with forgiveness. The world is changing at a rapid pace. I feel sorry for the new generation who have no respect for one another. You stay strong. The trumpet is getting ready to sound in less than 36 hours. That trumpet is going to sound in 36 hours, y'all. Sonia says, I know about that. A positive, helpful person who tries to help, not hurt. Not perfect, but means well. It's crazy when the government sees the truth, but continues to push lies, fake charges. Nesto says, I hope your day was good. Sonia says, sent that money. Had a great day on the water. Fun. Love you. She says on the water, not in the water, because she don't get in the water because stuff can crawl up in you. Um, y'all know Queen is it Elizabeth, the warrior queen. She has said, back this is I forget whatever. She said she had only bathed 2 times in her life. I think once was before uh when she was born. That was her first bath, and her second bath was I forget when, but she only ever took 2 baths like in her entire life. And I liken that to Sonia. Only 2 baths. She says, okay, thank you. You get some pics, LOL. No, he said, okay, thank you. You get some pics, LOL. Sonia says, no pics. Next time. Nesto said, LOL. It's LOL. It's I'll have. Let me breathe in. Okay. Nesto says, we're on the 8th, y'all. LOL. It's I'll have my freedom soon. God willing. Love you. Sonia says, hi, new week starting. Positive vibes. Then she says, here we go, y'all. Brace yourself. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Let me look at this chat for a minute. What we got? We got everybody speaking. Yes, Jay Vickers. I am reading from the Give Us Free Chronicles. Okay. D-Dub said God apparently wasn't willing on June the 9th. Tanya B here says big and ass. Bobby Lady said freedom is coming. No very. 32 of 2045. No very. The woman he chose said, I feel like Nesto is becoming unhinged. He's becoming something, sitting up here thinking that freedom is coming soon. The trumpet is about to sound. Text Toy said, does he think we just started listening to these calls and texts? There is no one he hasn't belittled and put down. He called Sheridan a bitch. He said his son was a bitch or a punk or whatever for crying. He talked about Dre. He talked about, yeah, so he's talked about everybody. Ooh, child. So here on the here we go now. Sonya, get ready to tell some deep lie. I already know. So on the 8th, she says, watching a video on Africa and how the US put black general to go on TV to speak lies on Burkina Faso, setting up the narrative to make excuse to invade the country like Obama did in Libya and killed its president after spreading lies. It's crazy how black sellouts are okay with going against their people for white men. All week, I've been following the story of Africa and how France and the US are trying to keep dominance in the country. They have no rights to be in. But since the soil is rich, like Iran and Iraq, here comes the West. Now, they are going there in the mines and stuff like that. That has nothing to do with soil, Sonia. Still on the 8th. Okay, here we wait a minute. Let me take a sip because I'm getting Nesto he done type something long. So I gotta okay. Okay. Good afternoon. Sorry to delay. I had to meditate and get some more clarity on some answers and prepare my mental for tomorrow. I want to thank you for the positive energy to start this week off. My freedom will be restored. 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 My freedom be restored. My freedom will 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 be restored. I've done no harm to anyone. God knows this and is not a game for me. I do understand what you're saying about Africa and the United States. I do read corruption. It's a new wave going on right now. Today, I saw riots out in LA. Now, conflict and confusion is everywhere. You was right. The devil is real for the ones who believe in evil, in that evil content. But I don't never have, never will. I see a lot of people that just want to go home because they have been incarcerated. It's very dangerous in jail. You don't know when you're waking up. So I understand. Ah, he continues to say, I've been locked up for 3 years, but if you're innocent, you have to keep fighting with everything you believe in your self worth and peace that God allows you to have when you are in the right. I'm gonna read that one more again. With everything you believe in your self worth and the peace that God allows you to have when you are in the right. So I am at peace because I'm going to win in Jesus' name. There's no way in the world a person could look me in the eye and say I've wronged them without having A truthful conversation. A lot of times when you're walking this walk, I've been walking all my life as a Christian. You will be tested in a different kind of way. If you didn't have any sense that I was a God-fearing man, you wouldn't be fighting as hard as you are. And I honor that. Right now, I'm preparing to put my shield on to block out all the extra negativity so I can blow that trumpet so St. Peter can have the strength to open that gate with the truth. I don't have to preach to God to save me. I'm already saved with abundance. I know what he has done for me. I have to keep my strength up and my head up. Don't forget to keep it on the swivel and walk proud to the end. So he had a lot to say on the 8th. Ah. Okay. I was about to say, good God, he still got something to say. Let me see what y'all got to say up in this chat here. Oh, let's see. Miss Boogie Down. Hey, allegedly in Harmon. Shirley Divorce finally said, newsflash, that damn freedom has not been restored. Nesto, give it up. Nikki G said, Nesto speaking that into existence. Yeah, I think he is. Mai Tai said he's manifesting. Tony said Sonia made Nesto lose his mind. Kingdom of Kush said 12 years a slave and 20 years a prisoner. And y'all, that freedom comes today. I mean, I think he wrote it more times than I read it, but I mean, I was reading it the way it was written. Text Toy said, but didn't they say it was very dangerous out there? Um, I revived said at Miss Boogie Down, he's trying to conjure freedom. Yes, Miss Lady, freedom is coming soon. It's coming soon. Justin's mom said by now he believes he's innocent. Poor dummy. Bible said, "Locked. They won't let me out." Del Sol said, these people are scary and ridiculous. Soul Power said, Nesto, stop that line right now. The woman he chose said, huh? She doesn't believe in God. Yes, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Text Toy said, I think they do. Sonia is severely mentally challenged, but Nesto is just evil. Black but not bitter says, I didn't see St. Peter or Gabriel on June the 9th at the Fulton County Courthouse. And she would know because she was there. Black but not bitter. Did you hear a trumpet? I just want, did you hear a trumpet? That's all I want to know. Kimmy, who said, please pass the collection plate for the powerful speaker of the hour, Free Nesto. Allegedly in Harmon said, please make sure you like this video. Yes, please. Hey, Patty, how are you doing? Okay, let me get back. All right. So we are still on the 8th, and Sonia says, keep the faith. Sad. Innocent people have sat in jail 20 years plus and fought the whole time. The system is not for the weak. And everyone who purposely placed an innocent person in jail will get their karma. It's not how karma works. Sometimes through a loved one. Definitely not how it works. You have to be right. Everyone and every, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. You have to be right by everyone and every living being. Exclamation, no, yeah, exclamation point. They killed every positive influence we had. The other sellout politicians are here for the money and power, not the people, because they pick on the weak and the poor. Nothing has changed. Exposure is the key. It's coming. Stay prayed up. Keep focused. Holding innocent people in jail to get a plea is the game. With all the real evidence showing Erica was guilty, yet her bond was zero. and her plea was swift. You see how there's no real justice. Had she been tied to a celebrity, politicians want to climb the ladder. They use famous people to build a name and to get a higher position. New York AG did. It's their playbook. When the truth gets exposed, it affects their careers. Watch. So Ernest says, "What time for V?" I don't know what that means. Sonia says, "I look a mess." Oh, must be the video chat. Okay. Sonia says, "I look a mess. Tomorrow at 1 p.m., love. I have been doing house chores and yard work. Hair is a mess. No hats on board." What? Wait a minute. Okay. How's she doing yard work? She don't have a yard. And what chores? Uh, them folks said, how come she can't figure out Erica got that because she talked while he was messing around playing with lawyers and talking to her? Okay. D Dub said Erica didn't claim that she was innocent either. No, and even to take a plea, it is the assumption that you're guilty. Okay. Your friendly neighborhood cupcake says she ain't got a house either. Yeah, I don't. Miss Lady said, just mind boggling that Sonia put herself out there like this, capping this hard for a ninja. She has no committed relationship. And let's pretend he did get out. It was not, you know, at the time, he was still going to go back with Shirley. So, you know, Nesto says, LOL, LOL. Okay, love you anyway. Sonia says, I know you don't care, LOL, but I love you more today. Nesto says, how's your day going? And Sonia says, I want to have a wonderful night tonight. I don't want you to worry about tomorrow. It's all in God's hand. Won't he do it? That's me saying that. It's all in God's hands right now. Without faith is, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me go back. Okay. This is Nesto. He says, how's your day going? I want you to have a wonderful night tonight. I don't want you worrying about tomorrow. It's all in God's hands. Now, work without faith is nothing. God has the last say. So he knows who I am as a man. So sleep well. God is good all the time. I'm at peace. The trumpet will sound off in the morning. I love you. Thank you for everything in Jesus' name. Amen. Here we are on the 9th. Nesto says, good morning, my love. Sonia says, good morning, handsome. Love you. Nesto says, got to stay prayed up. Keep focused. Love you. Missing you. Freedom is coming. God willing. Sonia says, miss you more. Love you. So he types 8425 on here. I don't know why. And then he says, but why 8424? 84, no, why 8425? Uh, he says, no, can't see. So let me start this again. So he says, and what time is this? This is 1842. So what time is 1842? I hate military time. Muffin 218 said now she's saying that she will take care of him until he gets back on his feet, trying to save face. Black but not bitter said 8-4 next court date. Oh, okay. Okay, so he wrote 8-4-25. And then he says, but don't know why 8-4-25. No, can't see. LOL. Okay. And then Sonia says, uh great day. Alarm put on today. Love it. So she got the alarm on her Barbie Dream Camper. Nesto says, okay, Cool, babe. That's good news. Now that makes me feel much better. And Sonia says, LOL, me too. It's super sensitive. If you walk too close, it's chirping. I answered your call just now. Nesto says, the beginning of last week, I told you something good was going to happen. I didn't get called out for a reason today. I just know God moves at his time in the strangest times. I believe a decision was made last week to put me off 55 days. So I'm going to continue letting the grace of God be the outcome, and as well as me shining my trumpet for St. Peter. It's crazy. World out there, everybody seems to be mad at each other, letting their frustrations out. I'm glad I learned the biggest lesson in life, being self control. You're right. I'm seeing more and more random, senseless shootings and road rages outbursts. It's freedom of speech, but the tongue is wicked things to play with. So I'm glad you're keeping your alarm extra sensitive. I can add floodlights and top of on top of your unit that cut out on when your alarm unit cuts on. Keep your spirits high and keep your heart just on the way it is. I'm going into 4 years now, and you have not changed. Enjoy your space, every square footage of it, because it's all yours. Now we are on the 10th. So Justin's mom said, I'm mad at your illiteracy. Ear, nose, and throat doctor said maybe if he starts talking in speaking in tongues. Soul Power said, who's blowing the trumpet, Nesto or Peter? At this point, we heard no trumpet yet, so I don't know who is blowing it. I revived said, God said, keep my name out your mouth. And he showed him better than he could tell him, because guess what? He's still in jail. No trumpet, no nothing. Tony said Peter should kick Nesto's butt. AK's POV said, I used to say Nesto bought Sonia down because she's worse off than when she met him, but he's going insane. So they bought each other down. Petty Patty said, Sonia done converted Nesto. Them folks said Nesto went way off the deep end. And Black but not bitter said, I know his new court date I knew his new court date before he did. That's sad. Isn't it though? Isn't it though? Oh, okay. Let's see. We're still on the 10th. Good morning, babe. Arms are always around you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So she getting ready. She's got a deep thought. Let me read it. Deep thoughts. For every argument the defense has put in front of the judge, from RICO to the Fourth Amendment, and no ruling. It's been 6+ months. What's the holdup? It's like when your side wins the argument, no ruling. Okay, if there's no ruling, that means his side did not win the argument. Stummy. Anyway, let's go back and see what the prosecution came up with and rest the hearing. Knowing what we came to court discuss and knowing what we came to court to discuss. No surprises. Something is off here. In all my experience, never to allow the purchase to be valid, point 3 years after the towing. So to allow the purchase to be a valid point 3 years after the towing. It's the knowledge at the time of the act. She only knew you had, let me do this right because this is in all caps. She only knew you had a warrant when she arrested you in July. Yes, she knew that he had a warrant. That's okay. Yeah. Um, she knew she only knew you had a warrant when she arrested you July the 7th, 2022. See, I thought everything lies she told in court. the landlord bullshit. He only knew Erica, who never sent you a text, email, or anything concerning that property. So many inconsistencies with patrol Nat testimony. So that's Officer Natalie Fields. Phone records will prove everything. Keep your silence as they tell the lies. Roswell knows for it. It's how YSL went. Everyone is connected. It's a game. Sad they do people's life like this. One of my many, LA is crazy right now. They need to throw the whole state away. I don't get that sense, but okay. So he put sad faces in the chat, and she says, "I know you're feeling some way. If you were not in their circle, if you were not in their circle, they give no fucks about you in your life. That includes all of us. It's a game, and citizens are the pawn." Uh, Gosh, we're still on the 10th. Nesto says, "No worries. I feel your arms around me. God has not taken his hand off of me yet. Just have to pray harder and stronger. Can't wait till Saturday, Mrs. Exciting. Like Ric Flair in the old days. Trump is having a $45 million birthday, as well as I saw Victor Hill running for Congress, convicted felon with an extra record past history. No, okay, wait a minute. Let me sorry. As well as I saw the Victor Hill running for Congress, convicted felon with a extreme record past history. Ooh, child, the writing he does. With corruption and violence all documented and televised. All I can do is shake my head right now. I'm just confused as ever because the right and wrong system is out the door. Everyone is following the news wave that is Trump. Freedom of speech is out of control. People are using it in the wrong way, and people their lives are more in jeopardy than ever. When you think tomorrow is promised to no one. I am in I'm an innocent man. All I can do is sit here and wait until it's time for God to have the last say. So, with His grace, how are you holding up with your new project? Is it still exciting? Because I know you get bored real fast. It's getting hot. Is the air conditioning still working? And is your ice machine still working? Also, you can buy a hitch box you can put on the back of your unit, and this for extra storage if you need it. Why would she need extra storage? She's one person. Sonia says, "I have a hitch. I pulled my car here. I'm not bored because every day is different. I go to different places and I'm home with my new view. My rig is cute. I get stopped every day and asked about it. It's cool. Love this chapter." Or I go out on the water. I'm living on vacation. No job, no plans, just go. Smiley face. Raised the kids where they take care of themselves good. We just need to fix your problem. Nesto says, so now he tired. He wore out. He done been to court. He said, "Good night, my love. Freedom is coming soon. God willing. Love you. Freedom coming soon." Okay, y'all. She says, "Good night, love. Freedom is coming." Okay, we have made it to the 11th, y'all. Let me see what y'all are saying. I Revive says she's wandering from pillar to post. She's coping like a MF. Black but not bitter says set your alarm for tomorrow at 10:30. Join us for the After Dark party with Legacy Moon and Native Tribe Urban Media. Yes, please and thank you. And don't forget to thumbs up this video. Bible Lady got trumpets in the chat. uh, Diva 314 says Erica was smart. They didn't need emails because they were in the same room together thinking of scams. And they've got all Erica's what over a terabyte of information. So yeah, Goose is cooked. Hey champions, how you doing? Champion said not the saint not the saints blowing the trumpet, but the devil is calling his name. That's right. Bible lady said, I just want to know how she is putting that toy, aka jet ski, in the water. She has to unload it directly into the water. She is lying, as she always does. We are on the 11th of June. And Sonia says, I told you what was going on in Burkina Faso, how France is controlling the country for years, stealing its billions in gold. Now there's oil there, along with the new president from its military that kicked out France frontman president who was put in place to con the people into thinking France was an ally. All of that was such a run-on sentence that is so terrible. Anyway, all along, France was the enemy. 18 attempts to kill this new president. It's like that here. They want us dead or in jail, and they use blacks to do it. Our music and entertainment is negative and violent. No love is ever promoted in our community. They use black police, mayors, attorneys, DAs, Board of Education, preachers to keep us down. Our own people screw us over for money and fake status. It's cutthroat in this world for blacks. We are so divided. Destruction is near. But in Africa, 5 countries have united. They woke up to the game being played on them. See, Africa, see how Black Americans are disrespected in the country and will not allow that from its leaders. Africa is the richest country, and the natives are taking back full control. It's a beautiful thing to see. Unity is the key. I don't see much hope for blacks in the states. The government is against us, and we have too many sellouts that have turned on us. Until our education is equal and treatment in the court is equal, the racist country can never say it's not. A handout will never help anyone. Education is the basis to succeed. Me ranting, that's what she says. Did I say we were on the 11th? We are on the 11th. She further goes on to say there's a website that you can put all evidence of innocence on and show your proof outside of court. Meeting today. Nesto says, good morning, my love. She says, good morning, love. Nesto says, let me know when you're settled with your computer up and running so I can tell you to look something up. Something I saw on Channel 5 Fox News this morning. I see I'm not the only one. Sonia says, call at 7. I'm at the gym. Nesto says, thank you. Sonia said, yes, babe. Nesto said, please be careful because I understand what's going on. I got confirmation today on the news. The man has been locked up for 3 years, no indictment, no bond, and his family filed a lawsuit with the new law they passed a month ago about prosecutorial misconduct. Ooh, that was a sentence. As well as confirmation on why I didn't go to court this week because I seen some familiar faces in trial on the defense and prosecution. My job is to continue to keep my head up. You can't trust nothing, right? Lord, have mercy on all of us if civil war breaks out. The world has turned into a real life YouTube conspiracy. Stay safe and out the way. See what y'all are saying. I Revive says talking about unity, yet she keeps sleeping with other people's husbands. Justin's mom said Africa is the most corrupt continent. At least I know Guyana is. Their new president, I guess, is better than the last one. Miss Mad About Music says, hey, allegedly in Harmon. Black but not bitter said, if they thought freedom was coming soon, why would she leave ATL instead of waiting in the parking lot at Cobb County Detention Center on June the 9th? She wasn't even in the state. How about it? Make it make sense. Let me see. What else we got? Soul Power says she's the one getting handouts. Them folks said, but you have an indictment. Hey, Attitude and Tylenol. AK's POV said they always have bad news. They don't like funny movies or good music. They are doomed in gloom all the time. Social wife Melissa says Sonia talking about our corrupt government, but not Trump. She loves him. She thinks he's the best. Hey, Mons, how are you doing? Muffin 218 said you're not important, Nesto. Not at all. Okay. Sonia says I'm parked. RV clean. Yay! I went right when they closed. So most. Wait a minute. I went right when they closed. So most of the employees were there. Got it done. Came in. I'll check into it because your cases are that. Every time you go to court, a reporter from a news station is there. That's a damn lie. I'm sorry. That's a lie from the pits of hell. So every time you go to court, a reporter from the news station is there. I made that call 2 years ago. Remember, silence is never good when innocent. I talk enough for the both of us. Amen. Can I get a witness? Okay. People still don't really think the government set this system up for them to win. Going to court and getting lied on constantly and holding your tongue is crazy. Why lie if the defendant is guilty? Lies um, never revealed the truth. Love you. Nesto says, I love you too. And we have finally made it to the 12th. So, let me see. We have a super sticker from, let's see, who's it from? It is from Attitude and Tylenol. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for the super sticker, Attitude and Tylenol. She said, I'm so tired of this. I have a dream speech. We both hearing about freedom coming for 3 years. Baby, freedom is not even on the same street as not the same street. Freedom is not even on the same street with you. Okay. How about it? Yes. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Attitude and Tylenol for the super sticker, the super chat.
How could I forget that I had given her an extra? All this time she was standing there, she never could I love. Banging on the, banging on the, banging on the, banging on the bathroom, banging on the, banging on the, banging on the, banging on the bathroom, banging on the, 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 banging on the. How could I forget that I had given her an extra?
Whew. I took an extra minute on there. I needed a break. Okay, so we on the 12th. Y'all, brace yourself. Have a seat. Oh, thank you, Attitude and Tylenol, for the super chat. So brace yourself. Soul Power said this ninja got 152 victims. Talking about I'm innocent. Black but not bitter said, I think freedom is the name of the stripper. My Ty says she couldn't live chat with Nesto because her hair wasn't done because she was cleaning all day. However, she said she can clean her place in 5 minutes. Count them 5 minutes. Okay. Nesto says, good morning, my love. Freedom is coming soon. God will have a good day. Good morning, my love. Nesto said, how's your day? How's your day going? It went great, love. Nesto says, you was right about everything that's going. I don't know where he's talking about it's going, but okay. Sonia said, I sound crazy, but the ish be true. I pay attention and I think beyond the bullshit they put in our faces. Question everything. Nesto says, I'm not going to be texting that much this week because I used some of the money on my books for commissary. I just saw the world that they were negotiating without sending the missiles, but Israel has already started a strike against Iran. Everything you told me, I had to go back and look at all my notes. A year and a half later, everything has come to pass. That's going to affect America as I will see all the chaos going on. I hope you got all your water together that you talked about on the we're on the 13th. Oh, okay, so they didn't talk much on the 12th. What I just read came from the 13th. And she says, "Rise and shine, LOL. It's Friday. Positive vibes. Love ya." He says, "Good morning, my love. Freedom is coming. Positive vibes. Love you." You to have a good Friday. Freedom is coming. Yes, them folks. What, you don't believe he made notes? Them folks that he made notes. Get the fuck out of here. Yes, he did. Miss Boogie Down said, "Dry, begging, coming." Rossi's here. Hey, Rossi. Hey, hear me roar. Okay, we still on the 13th. Day is going well. Ordered the inverter and some other things. I'll send pics of changes next Friday. It's too cute. Loving my space. The next phase will be a dream. Love you more today. Nesto says, okay, let me scroll up. Went too far. "I'm proud of you. Can't wait to hear your journey for the summertime. At least that will keep me hopeful and peace in my heart that you are enjoying your life to the fullest. I'm looking forward to sharing that experience with you in the near fire." I kid y'all not, it says near fire. Sonia says, "I'm excited as well, trying to do the most. The sun has set and it's beautiful night at the beach. I went out earlier on the water with jet skis. Can't wait for you to get your freedom and be stress free." Nesto says, "Did you get pics today?" She says, "None, LOL. I was in the gym attire all day." Nesto says, "LOL. Okay, like." Now we are on the 14th. "Good morning, my love. Happy weekend, babe." Um, oh, that's him speaking. "Good morning, my love. Happy weekend, babe." Sonia says, "Hey, thank you. I love you. Better times are coming." Nesto says, "How's your day going, babe?" And she says, "It's cool. I'm at the mall buying tops for this hot weather. I bought a bag. It's been a minute since I treated myself. Good day so far. Call me at 8, please." He says, "Okay," smiley face. He says, "Love you. I'm missing you much." Sad face. She says, "Missing you more. Have so much to really talk about in person. Love you." Nesto says, "In person is coming soon." So, and not only is freedom coming soon, so is in person. Bible lady said, "Wore gym attire to the beach while riding jet skis." Yeah, right. Sonia says, on the 15th, "Yeah, it's crazy out here. World War III has started. My inverter is here." She says, "Good morning, my love. Too many W on the WW3." Now, I don't know what the W of the World War III. I don't know. It seems that the blue team is set on destroying this country. How's the blue team set on destroying the country when it's the red team? Okay. Anyway, um, and it's about money and power. The war has begun, unaliving soldiers for greed, pawns in their game. That's crazy to unalive for a crazy leader. How did we get here? Happy Father's Day, a great dad you are. He says, good. Thank you, babe. I see this morning. How you? She says, call me at 6. She wants to talk to you, your firstborn. So Laverte wanted to talk to him. Did we hear that call? I'm thinking we did, but okay. He says, "Okay, babe, love you." Wait. She said, "I miss you. Video call me tomorrow, 3 p.m. I should be set." Nesto says, here we go, y'all. Thanks for believing in me. It's still hard to believe I'm in this situation. And my character has been demolished in society. It's amazing to me how people easily forget the good qualities that you have, but yet let society turn them against you. I just sit back and watch everything unfold. Thank you for the light you have given me and an extra self boost of confidence that I am on the right track. If I don't continue fighting for my innocence, it goes back to the old saying, out of sight, out of mind. Out of all these men in the cell block, I'm the only seen two men pick up the phone, and they were white. Sad situation, but anyway, I'll see your beautiful face tomorrow at 3. Sonia says the culture is negative and I pay no attention to the lies told. If you don't know, it doesn't affect you. LOL. We're not the only ones going through it. Sad. My week was great. Every day is closer to being over. Positive vibes. Love ya. Nesto says, thank you for handling my life the same way you would handle your life. God first, the devil last. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Um Ear, nose, and throat doctor. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Let me do my thing. Oh, y'all, before I do my thing, let's do this thing.
I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors.
How could I forget that I had given her an interest? All this time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off. Banging on the banging on the banging on the banging on the bathroom, banging on the banging on the banging on the banging on the bathroom, banging on the 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 banging on the.
Thank you so much, Ear, Nose, and Throat, for the super sticker. And thank you so much for supporting the platform. Tanya B here says she was dry as heck on that call. Justin's mom says, you know what? Stop it with that freedom crap. Baba Lady said, handling his life like she handled hers. He has totally lost it. Sunflower, hey, cross country cruiser. Sunflower Babe TT said, those messages sound like two crackheads circling the train, shaking my head. Okay, y'all. I think we on the 16th. Let me see. We on the 16th, y'all. We're together forever. He says, wait a minute, y'all. I gotta take a sip. My water. Whew. I know y'all heard that deep swallow. Good morning, my love. Freedom is coming soon. God's will and love. You see you at 3. Love you. See you at 3. Good morning, babe. She said thank you and that she loves you. Um, Video at 4. Just got out the shower. Where, Sonia? Where? Oh, maybe at the gym. Okay, I take that back. He says, okay, LOL. Even he thought that was funny. She said, always good to see you. And Nesto said, no, he said, always good to see you. And she said, good to see your face, handsome. Nesto says on the 17th, good morning, my love. Y'all know what? We should have played a drinking game, even though it's Thursday. Take a drink every time. Freedom is coming. Oh, KPOV said at Hear Me Roar at Gator, and Sonia was in the crack house with him, but she said no. Halle Berry, not even crackhead Halle Berry. My Tai said, when you play that song, I think of White Boots dude voguing and dropping to the floor. Oh, I gotta bring him over to this new system. He ain't over here. I gotta get him. Chick-fil-A gal said, Nesto proves to us that he's a runaway slave. DJ says Nesto must have been watching old slave movies with that freedom is coming. Okay. So she said, "Yeah, good to see your face, handsome." He said, good morning, my love. Freedom is coming soon. God willing. At $5. Okay, love. Good morning. Nesto says, got it, babe. Thank you. How your day going? Sonia says, day is wonderful. Going to do laundry, then chill. Cooking tonight. Girl, bye. Nesto says, what are you doing now so I can see you? Uh, Thank you for today. I need that. I love you. Sonia said, thank you. I needed that. Love you more. We on the 18th now. Nesto says, good morning, my love. I love you. Freedom is coming soon. God willing. Have a good day. Sonia says, good morning. This afternoon. LOL. Wednesday is handle paperwork day. It's pretty out per usual. Hope you're staying strong. Love you. Nesto says, all right, y'all, this is a long one. We're still on the 18th. Nesto says, yes, I'm staying focused. At least I'll have on my hair. What? Yes, I'm staying focused. At least I'll have on my hair, on my head, even if it's gray. After seeing what happened to Tyler Perry today, anybody can get it and their life turned upside down. I've seen this man do a lot of good deeds with my own eyes. Never is good enough. He was always a great stewardess of what God allowed him to have. God got him. To me, more greater things are coming his way. So I have to stay focused myself. And I thank God for you being in my corner. Things are nothing like they used to be. People are sleeping, thinking about how they're going to get in your pocket and destroy your life with hearsay. So trust no one. Things that I can tell you right now is unbelievable. Just me sitting back reading all the ins and outs of the new world. All I could do now is prepare myself now for the future, and it ain't going to be no nursing home. You could believe that. My freedom will be restored. Everybody is jumping on a fad, doing the same thing instead of pulling together for a great common cause. It's a lot of miserable people out there fighting to get here. I'm fight to get out as an innocent man. So you continue enjoying your daily journey. It might not seem like it's like it to you, but it gives me greater peace than you can imagine. Smiley faces. She says, I hear you. It's a lot of evil and hate in the world. You don't know what to believe until the facts are out. With every situation, you can trust victims' motives in the things behind it all. I read I read part of I read part of the lawsuit and I'm side-eyeing it. The texts don't show the real phone number, just a saved name. That could be anyone. And a setup. When you are worth billions, you can't trust no one. And it seems casual, but nothing can be flipped to seem, no, but anything can be flipped to seem criminal. Now, I don't know what she's talking. I think if she's talking about this up at the top of the text messages, she says it doesn't show the phone numbers. It could be that the court blacked it out. I don't know. And I don't remember looking up there on that Tyler Perry in those text messages. So I can't really say for sure whether the number is there. But she's trying to say they're fake, I guess. And Nesto's whole point is Tyler Perry has done all these good deeds. So, it's a shame that somebody is suing him for this actual harassment. Well, if he actually harassed somebody, he actually harassed somebody. Should that just go away because he did good deeds? It's really sad that these people think that. Bible Lady said, please disguise curse words in the chat. TIA. Hear Me Roar said, I can't stand that hoe. Peppermint Patty says, Sonia be coming to the nursing home every day. You got that right. You got that right. She will definitely be there. Joseph Bullard, hey, says I won't be in a nursing home. It be pushing. I'd be pushing. It'll be pushing a shopping cart. Blah, got it out. AK's POV says she's an excuse. She has an excuse for everything Nesto did. Everyone around him are criminals, though. That's right. That's right. Woo, child. We are on the 18th still. Nesto says, you think Trump is going to drop that 50K pound bunker buster tonight? Bunker buster. The supreme leader of Iran said he would surrender and let the war begin. He also said the U.S. will suffer dearly. He sounded pretty confident because I remember listening on the podcast that different countries had sleeper cells in the U.S. and every immigrant coming through the jail since. I've been here, have been getting, I hear, I think he means here. Oh, yes, he did. Okay, he typed here, Here. Okay. Coming through the jail. I've been here, I've been here, have been getting deported. So everybody coming to the jail's been deported. That's what he's saying. All right. Sometimes I stumble because I try to correct as I read, which really kind of messes up the text. 80% CMOS said, Nesto, they don't have nursing homes where you're going. It's called the infirmary. Thank you very much. It sure is. So, okay, let me see. The only group of people being afforded asylum and refuge is South Africans. Everybody else on their own. I also remember the new draft bill that was passed last year. It's been a banger. 6 months with the new president administration. Sonia says, you can't trust the news. It's hard to say how this will end. You can't trust anything without valid proof of everything. Let your life be the example. They put out 2 false news stories on you. The news is a tool of deception. Never forget the mandatory draft was Biden, mandatory vaccine Biden. There was never any order for mandatory vaccine. It was a choice. Now, some jobs made it mandatory, but it was not like written anywhere. Ear, nose, and throat doctor says I don't give out applauses in jail. I'm not quite sure what he'll be doing, but it won't be. Oh, you said applesauce. This is applesauce. I don't give out applesauce in jail. I'm not sure what he'll be drooling. But it won't be applesauce. AK's POV said, OMG, annoying. Her own king spoke from his mouth. She hears what she wants to hear. She has selective hearing. Nesto says, that's right. She says, pay attention. Never forget. Question everything. The government never tell the people the real truth ever. Insiders tell, then come up dead. Don't sleep on it. Social media, 95% lies. It's not about truth. Perception, clicks, views, popularity, and money. People are green to it still. Life is a game to most. Well, Sonia, I'm here to tell you, I'm reading your text messages, and this is real. I'm not, and I'm reading them just like y'all wrote them. So, Nesto says, you're on top of everything, LOL. LOL. Freedom is coming soon. God is good. Thank you. Sonia says, still on the 18th, free thinking, not a follower, not cult minded, stand alone, never afraid of what's real, and never worry, concerned, or bothered but what people say or think. Let them talk shit. Happy people don't support hate. Okay. Y'all took the draft. What are they talking about? Like, they both watch news and still don't understand what they're hearing. Sonia says, I'm excited about the remodel. It's going to be too cute. Have you thought why the news never shows positive stories? It's good to see positive vibes, good news. It's like they want the world dark. Nesto says, can't wait to see you, LOL. Sonia says, gosh, they had a lot going on the 18th. She said, I was on your page looking at your pics, your life. Who saw this coming? Living and staying out the way. Crazy. Girl, you deleted that stuff. Stop it. Still on the 18th, Nesto says, all you see is me talking about God and talking positive. You never heard me say negative, foolish talking, no matter what was going on in the world at the time. I deal with the same thoughts in my mind every day and every night. How my life was spinner, he said spinner, how my life was spinner around. I stayed out the way, but being too generous and too nice has cost me damn near my life. Never is not ever enough if you go back and listen to every phone call and every conversation and anybody was brung up with any type of drama. I always stayed positive because I know character and I know what people do for clout and clicks. But like I said before, I'm shining my trumpet and fine tuning it again for St. Peter. He's still waiting on me. My time is coming. Just hold tight, baby. I'm just reflecting on everything. I'm sitting here watching 2020 on the Karen Reed trial, and I couldn't believe what I heard from the lead investigator. A text he sent out saying he wished Karen would kill herself. That's cold blooded. Man, all I can do is shake my head. Can't comment too much, but the truth is coming out. Thank you for putting me in check about the false news articles. Have a great night. Be safe with your be safe, love you with abundance. He must have learned that new word, abundance. Bible lady says, hear me roar. I would love to say she's full of shit, but we know it's a lie. You got toilet Bible lady. AK's POV said Nesto needs to hear the phone calls. He was negative and rude about his wife while she was paying for his lawyers. I have a dream that one day those Cobb County doors will open and that guard will say, your time has come, King. Tony says, "Oh, poor Peter." Yes, Peter. Peter is so sick of this man calling his name. Good God, we still on the 18th. Sonia says, "We tend to forget. Never. Life moves in circles. They repeat the script every time. New victim, new scene. They put people they want to destroy out where they challenge the authorities. Sometimes kill them if they control them. All the unalivings by famous people aren't what they seem. They write the story, put out the narrative, and the public believes it all. Programmed. No one thinks past their problems, but they insert judgment. It's cruel. Life is not for the weak." Nesto says, on the 19th, thank God, a new day. "Good morning. My freedom is coming soon. God's willing. I miss you." Sad faces. He says, "Send me some pics of you today." Sonia says, "Good morning, handsome. I miss you more, okay?" He says, "Thank you." Sonia says, "Thinking about you." He says, "About what, babe? LOL." And she says, "Not saying here. No privacy. All good. Keep it positive." Nesto says, The now we on the 24th. Okay. No. Wait a minute. 620, it says 24th. That's weird because it's the 24th and then it bounces down to the 20th, but okay. "The energy is strong in the atmosphere with positive vibes. You can feel it when I'm 1,000 miles away. You can receive our connection as well as happiness. It's on its way, even more. Me, I'm just sitting here thinking what I need to do, when I need to touch down, restoring my freedom and my rights that have been violated. So continue staying focused on your happiness and working out. You'll be a 60 ball in a minute." "You be bragging on the other women. Let me brag on you. So, anyway, be careful out there. Those tornadoes are getting real bad out there." Okay, now it's jumped to the 20th, which is weird. "Good morning, my love. Happy Friday. Enjoy your day." Sonia says, "Good morning." Another later thought. "Roswell knew you didn't live in that house. They knew your belongings were in storage. They knew you were staying in a hotel. They knew only vehicles were parked at the house." She said in court, "She lies. Catch up with the truth. They saw the text from everyone. They know more than me. And I know a lot pertaining to proof of innocence. To purposely make false cases on people is criminal, unlawful. They went through your phone and emails like I did. They knew it's hard for you to sit there knowing everything's just a twisted lie. Every day I think about what she said in court. Those hearings in Manning's court, I play back her false testimony over and over, compare it to the facts, transcripts not matching up, reckless, banking on a plea because too many inconsistencies for a trial, and you're sitting in jail for 3 years before a plea offer. I tell you, never in my 35 years have I seen any case take longer than 6 months. Diddy's 6 month trial, but that ex prosecutor told me how the office moves. Did he also tell you that they had all the evidence they needed against Diddy? So his lawyer requested a fast and speedy trial, and he got a fast and speedy trial. And Diddy has a lot of attorneys and a lot of money. Nesto has zero. So anyway, Rossi says she didn't know shit. Oh my gosh. Hear Me Roar says she doesn't know ish. Attitude and Tylenol said they always offer a plea, idiot. Ear, nose, and throat doctor said that girl is gone with the wind. Hey, let's talk about it. All says she don't be bragging on no woman. That's what I was wondering as I was reading it. Hey, Vic to the Veil is here. Hey, oh, there she is. Vic to the Veil said, "You sound like you're about to say good morning, Vietnam." Oh, goodness gracious. All right, where are we? We are on, okay. We're still on the 20th. Here we go, y'all. Love you. Freedom is coming soon. God willing. Thank you. Nesto says, I'm praying to God every day and every night to show you the right people along with my team to direct them to the truth because I am truly a innocent man. And the people who truly know me understand. I will give the shirt off my back to anyone, no matter what it costs. You can't put a price on that. If you have a heart, my good seeds with good deeds, they are coming back. And by your statement you sent this morning, all of that with the truth is coming out. I didn't have to make up one lie. The truth is paying itself off. Everything is going to be just fine. Here soon, more truth will be revealed. All of More truth will be revealed of all the charges. God is good to the ones who believes in his grace and honor. Ain't nothing changed about me but my strength and love for the Lord and the respect much given a required. So enjoy your lovely day with your new look and your rig. She got a new look? Still on the 20th. Sonia said, yeah, yes, happy Friday. It's sad. The truth didn't matter here. Like I said, they saw everything before me. They saw more and knew you were not guilty of anything, like the other innocent people that sat in your space. You are not the first person in that situation. It's a game. From the start, that system, it was designed to destroy people. They put in the web. They make money off of every conviction, whether innocent or guilty. They got promotions on numbers. It's more lies told in that courtroom than truth. The devil at work. And no one will own it. The lies are first nature. There was an oath taken when they served their positions, and no one meant it. It's a hard fight when being innocent doesn't help. This world needs a reset. Let me tell you about karma. My friend would screw people over on the regular in millions on business deals. They made an attempt on his life, but the pow pow jammed. He has two sons. His favorite was unalived by the girlfriend 3 months ago. Hurt him bad. You can't be ugly and not think it won't affect your life. You have to be right by everyone. It's sad. It's sad that you think that that's how karma works because it is not. She says, whether or not whether. LOL. Oh, so you're going to correct one spelling? Okay. Nesto said, damn, that's sad. She said, I sent everything to the reporter who's following your case. Billing letters from Erica, April Esquire, the emails, bank statements, that text message, the receipts, and all the transcripts, the background reports, and some information I won't speak on, the news story and the claims made, the warrants and the notes from the court. He wants it all. You need all the help you can get. This man is determined. I thought I was a lot. He said exposure is the key. I put him in touch with the other person's family who is also innocent. Fingers crossed. What reporter? What reporter? I ain't seen a news story yet. Have y'all? Goodness gracious. All right. Nesto says, well, I didn't see that coming. Let the dice roll. God is in control. The truth will set me free. I'm an innocent man. Happy Friday. Sonia says, I know. He contacted me. Let it roll. How is your reading material? Keep reading the transcripts like I do. You may catch something I missed. I didn't know the whole situation, but I do know story don't match what I'm seeing. I just be thinking how the officer was on the stand each time and how lost she played when your attorney crossed her. Memory loss is the best plays on the stand until that body cam playback drug dog. Oh, the officer that made that call is not here. The officer that interviewed the SA victim is not in court. Really? Or the victim? No evidence? Shit show. Yeah, make sure every officer show up, but one who made the case. It was her. It's amazing. I wish you had Judge Adams. She did not play. She is about fairness and truth evidence. She was engaged in the hearing. I didn't learn either way. Fair. Karma don't miss. So first of all, Sonia, it's not a trial. So they don't need all of that. You need all of that when you actually go to court. Talks with TK said that's terrible. She lying to that innocent man like this. Tony says, does she know he is still married? Well, no, he's the well, yeah, he is still married. I forgot that he still has a wife. I don't think either one of them has thought of that. So he says, how's your day going, babe? She says, great. Went to the salon to get this hair handled, ends cut and silk press. I'm tired of doing it. I started to get braids, but you know me. So it's down for the moment. Nesto says, okay, cool. She says, you could call more to just say 3 words. He says, have a good night, love. She says, I will. Smile, crocodiles. I love you. Hi. Morning greetings, love. We're on the 21st, my birthday. Here's what they was talking about on my birthday. Nesto says, good morning, my love. Freedom is coming soon. God willing. I see you up, LOL. He says, say LOL. Wait, I skipped one. Let me start over. Good morning, my love. Freedom is coming soon, God willing. I see you up, LOL. Just wanted to say I love you. Freedom is coming. Say LOL. Sonia says, aw, love you more. He said, how's your day going? She said, great, babe. At the beach relaxing. He says, okay. Send of you enjoying yourself. LOL, indeed. To see that. Whatever. Indeed, to see that. Okay. Okay. Love you. Lord, y'all, here we go. Y'all ready? Okay. Don't it feel good to have your window open and have the wind coming through your window screen and hear the sweet sound of the ocean? Getting all the clarity you need from life? Thinking back, have you met a new friend, Seahawk? They usually land on the hood of your car or around you in the sand on the beach. It's it's seagull, okay, not Seahawk. This man says Seahawk. Hey, let's talk about it all. Said just lies all the time. Attitude and Tylenol said, I swear he had that typed on notepad. Just paste that shit every day. Friday child, hey, what's up? She said, hey, y'all, this ninja is Kunta Kinte. Miss is beautiful one, Mrs. Beautiful One. Hey, how are you doing? She said, Legacy Moon, LOL, after the freedom quotes. T-Dub said, I wonder why he hasn't advised her to get into the green waters. Say J said, I'm like, huh? Seahawk, what the hell? Seahawk. You know them Seahawks, the ones that land on the hood of your car and on the sand. Come on now. Ooh. All right, here we go. I remember 16, 17 years ago on the beach. I'm sitting the by myself talking to God and all the blessings he allowed me to have. And a Seahawk flew down on me. I know I was I know it was a message from God because he only had one leg. That was amazing to me. So he had one leg off, walking around in a wheelchair. The Seahawk. Sunflower Baby TT said that toilet juice has his brain in a frangiru. Okay. If you get bored, pull up my Instagram and you will see the Seahawk with the one leg. That be that be me, more motivation. I was talking about God, then I'm still talking about him today. It gives me great joy to hear you living your life in the fullest. Because I was just listening to a retirement show plan this morning. They were saying if you don't enjoy it now, you might not have the luxury to enjoy it later. So pull up the pics up and send it to me with the comment so I can read back to myself that I am on the right path with our Almighty God. Attitude and Tylenol said, I said that at work accidentally. I had to claim that was fucked up. And I told my manager it was a whole Fran Drew. Ah, Fran Drew. Okay. Are we still on? Oh, okay, we still on the 21st. Okay. Sonia said, okay, I had the page locked down, but I'll reactivate for a minute, keeping the trolls out your business. LOL. You have 200 requests on there. I made the page private last year. You've gotten so popular these past years. First of all, Sonia, everybody's took everything they needed. People literally have the entire Instagram recorded. So what you did really was nothing. We've all seen it already. And he can't post anything else to it. So I mean, really? Hey, Miss Principal, how are you doing? Thank you so much for the the super chat. She said, "What? Birds can literally survive with one leg." They are both dumb. Shaking my head. Thank you so much, Miss Principal, for the super sticker. Here we go.
How could I forget that I had given her an extra? All this time she was standing there, she never took her hat off. Banging on the, banging on the, banging on the, banging on the bathroom, banging on the, banging on the.
Thank you so much. I think hopefully this is the end. Woo, child. I didn't think I was gonna read all of this, but okay. Let me see. Nesto says, I remember you shut it down, but I understand what's going on. I never wanted to be in this position to be popular, especially in this current situation that's out of my control. But anybody wants to follow me, they better be ready for some God. LOL. That's all I got to talk about. A miracle is coming with the truth. The jail situation is dangerous all over the world. So, like I told you, If I don't make it out in one piece, spread my ashes out in the ocean. Let me fly with the Seahawks because tomorrow ain't promised to anyone. It's a blessing to be able to move my eyes in this current situation and to be able to text you and get a great, wonderful response that you are alive and well yourself. Trust me, I feel your love every day. Oh, gosh, he's still talking. Let me make it clear now. I truly believe in the Lord and Savior. I don't have to sit here and sound like a hypocrite trying to prove myself to people that have no idea or clue who I am as a man of God. My innocence is going to show that is my faith and belief in the love he has for me. I have not, since day one of my incarceration, that God, what? Wait a minute, what, Nesto? I have not, since day one of my incarceration, that God has let me down. Sometimes he has to pull you away from certain situations and reset your life for a better situation and to recheck your foundation to show you it as strong as you thought it was. Because at the beginning of every day, I should have been talking to him first instead of talking to distractions. As for me now, I'm hoping that anyone who's going through anything to look back at my life and see that if God didn't hasn't give up on me, didn't hasn't give up on me. Okay, didn't hasn't. And truly sent his son, Jesus Christ, down here to show us forgiveness. I would never have had the experience to forgive. That's why everything you're saying to me, I don't have to fact check. It's already in the air. And I'm never going to allow myself to be fake walking around with those suits smelling like chicken grease, Stacy Adams gator back shoes, telling wild tales using the Bible as a crutch. I'm talking with experience and a hell of a resume, because I remember when I was out, you told me everything had going on was real, not fake. No one ever told me that people don't really want to say what they real want to say. They send their representatives. Okay, that was more than a mouthful. We have some super chats. Um, let me get to those for a minute. Miss Prince. Okay, I got that one. I got Miss Principal. Let's see. Bible Lady said a one-legged Seahawk flying through the air, pushing a wheelchair. That's right. That's what's happening. Miss Principal says she wants to be. She want. So he wants her to pollute the ocean. Damn, this man is selfish all the way around. Sweet peasy. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Bible Lady, Miss Principal, and Sweet Peasy, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the platform. Here we go. This allows me to take a breath because, boy, I tell you.
How could I forget that I had given her an extra key? All this time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off. Banging on the, banging on the, banging on the, banging on the bashes, banging on the, banging on the, banging on the, banging on the bashes, banging on the, 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 banging on the. How could I forget that I had given her an extra key? All this time she was.
Thank y'all all for supporting the platform, and thank you everybody who is here. D-Dub said, remember when Dre asked him, so you gonna be a preacher now? Tony, yes, my head is hurt. I am so thirsty. I'm out of water. I mean, I keep going and scrolling. I'm like, we ain't at the end yet. CJ said at DW, you know he will try it. He's not disciplined enough to make it work, though. Nesto is very lazy. He likes living off of people without doing the work it takes to make money. Ain't that the truth? God, he's still talking. Nesto says, that's their other side. You've been the same way, 10 toes tall. Sonia says, a real one, smiley face. Nesto says, oh, we're on the 22nd. Oh, okay. We can't have too much longer because we almost at the end. Okay, so Nesto says, that's right. I love you. Have a great night. Good morning, my love. Happy Sunday. Great morning, babe. Love you more. Great day. Nesto says, I hope you're enjoying your day bay watching, skinny dipping with one piece, riding your Yamaha horse, dodging the waves, and taking plenty of pics of your journey. Your freedom keeps my hope alive. God is good all the time in this wonderful Sunday. Not on it, but in it. I hope you got your water together. Your boy sent that rocket off. All I can do is stay on my knees and pray for the ones that need just as much as I do. Enjoy the wind while it flows through the air. I will be checking on you. I'll check on you later. Sonia says, you can call and give me 4 words. What's that? I love you. That's 3 words. What's the 4th word? Okay. Nesto says, you good? Sonia says, home chilling, missing you. Great day. Nesto says, have a good night. I love you. Sonia says, hi, fell asleep. Good morning. We're on the 23rd. Good morning, my love. It's a new week. Freedom. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just so- My tie said not 10 toes down, but 10 toes tall. 10 toes tall. Ear, nose, and throat doctor said, can you imagine a stick figure, bathing suit, 2-piece, and a fry? Black but not bitter said, I love you, bitch. That's 4 words. I love you, bitch. Shirley's divorce finally said, enjoy the wind while it flows through the air. What a whole punk. Watch out for them Seahawks, y'all. Good morning, my love. It's a new week. Freedom is coming soon, God willing. I believe that. Love you. Have a good day. God is good all the time. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. I had to read that again because it's just so funny. Freedom ain't reached him yet. He says, hey, day wine. No, she said, hey, day winding down. Nesto says, okay, good. I hop your day was well. And thank you for the message with the cup of coffee and roses. That was a sign to prepare myself for the exit out of this situation and prepare myself for freedom to do more productive things that life has of offer me and God as well, and not focusing on what I don't have and being grateful on what I do have. What good is having the world if you have sold your soul for it? I remember somebody asked me when I was free, do I believe in God? Because their family believed in Ife ancestry. I can't believe he spelled that EFI in Ife ancestry. It's Ife and it's not Ife ancestry. It is a spiritual practice. But anyway, I told them I believe in God, and so do they. I mean, I told them I believe in God, and that's all I want to believe because I know it's real. I've lived long enough to see it. Going into a new month now, summer has begun. it's 102 degrees out there. People are fighting and arguing amongst each other every day. But one thing about what we HA is the truth. Can't pay for that. So they have the truth, y'all. Black but not bitter. I'm going to prison. 4 words. That's the 4 words. Hey, Ray Della Lewis. Bible lady said, no more Alfredo ho. 4 words. D Dub said, maybe freedom is code for we dumb. Nesto says on the 24th, good morning, my love. Freedom is coming soon. God's willing. Love you. Have a good day, okay? Good morning. Love you. Freedom is coming. Truth is everything. How's your day, babe? It's going good. Watching TV, cooked dinner. I love you, okay? Love you more. Damn, 3 years. They arrested, tried, and are almost done with Diddy with 30 witnesses. Nesto'S says, it's okay, baby. Everything's going to be just fine. I'm in pain right now. My gout is acting in my foot. But as long as you're okay, I'm okay. God is good all the time. I still ain't got my pics I asked for yet. LOL. You have a wonderful night. I got my trumpet beside me. I just have to keep shining it up because I want it to shine on my day. But I have to keep the hellhounds out the way of St. Peter. Okay, I'm gonna read it one more again in case y'all didn't catch it. It's okay, baby. Everything gonna be just fine. I'm in pain right now. My gout is acting in my foot. But as long as you're okay, I'm okay. God is good all the time. I still ain't got my pics I asked for yet. LOL. You have a wonderful night. I got my trumpet beside me. I just have to keep shining it up. I want it to shine on my day, but I have to keep the hellhounds out of the way of St. Peter. Amen. Woo, child, I did it. I did it. I can't breathe, but I did it. Attitude and Tylenol said is trumpet a code word for Bunk's peen? Hey, Miss HLS, how you doing? Tony says Sonia is the head hellhound. Black but not bitter. The 4 words, my goose is cooked. Oh man, y'all. That was a lot. I did not expect or intend to read all of this, but I did, and we made it through, and I'm happy. But y'all, I got one more thing, just a little bit, and then we will be done. I won't get to the call tonight. I will do that. I don't know, because Native and I have something else planned for after dark. We'll have to see. But anyway, Justice Mom said, give yourself a round of applause, Legacy. It is so hard reading their stuff, and I try to correct, as I'm reading, but that ends up messing up the sentences. Miss HLS said 4 words. He is 60 ball. That has to be the reason for these drunk texts. Miss Principal said, LOL, attitude and Tylenol, that because that's all that comes to mind when he says he's shining a trumpet. I know that, he needs to stop typing that because that really don't sound right. So now, if y'all will just give me 10 more minutes of your time, I found something that tickled me. Every now and then, I look at Kendra G, and I usually sometimes in members I'll do one of her things, but I happened to be looking and I found something very interesting that I was like, wait a minute, I know that girl. Child, y'all, I done found Cougar Miss Madison on Kendra G, And without further ado, we're gonna watch that. Then we're gonna get out of here. Them folks said, "Oh, Kendra G is that top tier foolery." Yes, it is top tier foolery. I'm getting ready to start this, and then I'm gonna get me some water because I am so thirsty. My water is gone. But yeah, I found Kendra G. Oh, I found Cougar over there on Kendra G. Whew. So let's get into that. Here we go. Share my screen. Am I sharing? Okay, I am sharing. Here we wait a minute. Let me get rid of this. Okay. Here we go, y'all. Cougar, Miss Madison on Kendra G. Looking for a man. All right.
You are dressed up. You got good light. Bring the camera up a little bit.
Okay. Is
Okay.
this better?
Now listen. I barely check my DMs, but I saw a DM from you. You
Mm-hmm.
reached out to me last week and were like, "I really want to come on your show," and you have a story. How did you hear about my show? First of all, Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones.
I've been supporting you for so long because I love what you've been doing. Even when I was in a relationship, I used to always check your live out. So I just
Okay.
always liked what you was doing. And then I had a friend that was on here before, and she was on here. And then also being from King of Diamonds, one of the guys that does my brunch with me every Sunday, he was on here, Dance
Oh
Machine. So
yeah. Okay.
Ear, nose, and throat doctor said, "I believe the reporter is at the North Pole. Dear such and such, Santa, he's real." Bible lady said, "Cougar was casket ready." Kingdom of Kush said, "From Seahawks to Cougars." No, she's not an albino black binocular.
So you
So
and I'm the creator of that brunch. So he told me I should do the show.
okay. So I
Yeah.
don't know everything. So I'm about to meet you for the first time. I'm gonna go through my list of questions. I know you told me some of the stuff in the DM, but I'll let it just come out as we do the interview.
Okay.
All right, tell me your name again, honey.
My name is Madison.
And you're in Atlanta, right?
Yes, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia.
And how old are you?
I'm 51.
Oh, okay. And what do you do for a living?
I, I am a recording artist. They call me Kuga, and I'm also an entrepreneur here in Atlanta. I do the KOD brunch, and I also do marketing and promotions.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I do too.
How old are your two kids?
My son is 21, and my daughter is 29.
Both are the same.
Be the one says, "I wish we had access to gifts because white chicks." Now, allegedly in Harmon, that is not allegedly in Harmon said, "Miss Piggy look alike, not nice." Karen S said she looks like Casper. Black but not bitter said Cougar using the Mac number -10. Casper Cougar. Peppermint Patty says, "Sonia, you go on Kendra G, please, and tell us why. Tell us how the 10 dates went."
Same man?
No, I was married twice.
Okay. When did you get divorced last?
I've been divorced for now 9 years.
Okay.
Mhm.
And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries.
Aries.
Mhm.
So we got Madison in Atlanta. 51 is the Aries, entrepreneur, recording artist. Mom of two kids by two men. She was married twice. Now the
Yes.
recording artist, that's the part I remember. So I don't
Hmm.
remember it all, but you DM me and you told me you dated somebody famous and then you made a diss record to them. What was that story again?
Yes, I dated someone that was in one of the R&B groups from back in the day, and I redid the track. I just remixed it with Little Scrappy. It's called Ghosted because after 11 months in the relationship, he just totally went ghost.
Okay. Is it a secret of who the artist is? Do you not say his name?
I just say that he was in one of the groups, a Silk. I tell you, his name was Jimmy Gates. Everybody knows who he was.
Okay. So was this recording, was this record recent?
I recorded a record about 3 years ago, and me and Scrappy did the remix. Me and Little Scrappy just did the remix about 3 months ago.
Okay. Now, is he one of your children's dads?
No,
No. Okay.
no.
So, how does he feel about that disc record?
I'm sure he doesn't like it that much, but I didn't enjoy being ghosted after we were in a serious relationship.
How long were y'all in a serious relationship for?
We was in a relationship for 11 months. We met on a Valentine's Day because
She was in a relationship for 11 months. It don't sound like he was. Attitude and Tylenol said, I never knew a single member of Silk's name. Me either.
I booked the group to perform for one of my parties. Like I said, I book artists to perform at my brunches and my events here in Atlanta. So we met on a Valentine's Day, and that's when we started dating.
And so for 11 months, y'all were in a relationship, not dating.
We were in a relationship. After 3 months, it became a relationship.
Got you. Did he live in Atlanta too?
Yes, he does.
Okay. And then I guess 11 months into the relationship, he just disappeared?
Yes, just disappeared. We came back from a show out of town. I had to do my brunch that Sunday. I got up in the morning. I said, I'll call you when I get done with my brunch. I never heard from him again. And the next time I found out, somebody DM'd me a picture after I came out with the song, and they said, sis, he's married. That's why you didn't hear from him again. He told me he was divorced.
So when y'all were in this relationship, how often were you seeing each other?
All the time. He had moved out. He was rebuilding. If you listen to the lyrics of the song, I say sleeping in an airbed. I was supporting him. I thought he was.
That's where you messed up. He was sleeping on an air mattress, so you supported him. This man you were not married to. It would be one thing if that was your husband, but it was somebody else's husband. And you were supporting him, and then he decided he wanted to get back with his wife. Black but Not Bitter said, fun fact, a member of Silk sang in my wedding. Was it him? Tony said, that voice is like nails on a chalkboard.
Just rebuilding his life after he had got a divorce, because that's the story that he had told me. So that's
and
what
when
I
was
was
this
under
again?
impression.
When did this happen? What year was this?
This was 3 years ago.
So
I've had the
we're
song now for 3 years.
So 2022.
Yes.
And you haven't seen his face ever since he ghosted you.
Because we both do R&B music, I have been at a show and I saw him like about 8 months after he ghosted me. But I try to stay away from where he's at, where he's located. I don't really do his events.
I want to know, did you see him with his wife? Did he approach you? Did he say anything?
No, he wasn't with his wife. He was just doing a show. I have never seen his wife, just on a picture.
So he was performing when you saw him? Like you didn't see him backstage?
No, I tried to go to the side of the stage and I tried to have a conversation with him, but he took off running.
And after the song came out, he didn't text you or say anything?
No, he had some of his family members to text me and tell me not to put out the song. It's not in my best interest. It will hurt my career. And that just made me more determined to put the song out. So, and now I remixed it.
Woo! Yeah, okay. And not Lakers, but Madison, Amir.
And y'all, the comments over there was everything. It was tearing her up. It's so Scrappy just doing music with anybody. Bible lady said he woke up on that day and saw her laying up there looking like a damn porcelain doll, and then he never looked back. Poor man was scared. Casino lady said, when they say ghosted, I feel some kind of way looking at her.
You might be scared to mess with you, child. Yeah, you gonna smash down and cry. They're like, you don't play with Madison because she gonna put, if you don't act right, she gonna make a song about
it. Yes. Yes. But music is about emotions, so I was a little emotional from that.
No, listen, here's the deal. For each their own and how you want to tell your story, after a breakup happens. But I mean, just being honest, there are going to be some men that are going to be nervous because they're like, do I want my story to be out there next? So here's the deal, fellas. Only hit her if you plan on coming correct. Because if you don't, you already know this
Yeah.
song number 2. She got the beat already. Don't give her the lyrics. Okay, let's start.
Shay B, or who? Let me see who asked that. Her we don't know her husband's name, but we know um the guy she dated in Silk. We know his name. She gave his name. Justin's mom said that cowboy hat looked like it needs strings hanging from it. It's too little for her head. Miss Beautiful One said Cougar, Madison, and Lil Scooter should go into business together. Now, one thing I don't think too much of her singing because um, Dennis has showed one of her videos, but I do think that she might be a halfway good businesswoman, probably better than Sonia, actually.
Madison, what kind of man
Yes.
you looking for?
I'm looking for a man that's about family, that's spiritual. Also, he has to be a go-getter and just match my fly and understand my lifestyle and not be insecure about it. I know I have a background in the past, but they just gotta come at me correctly. I'm never gonna write a song about somebody just doing me right. That's all I ask.
Okay, they're asking me to, because I do normally say this.
Okay.
So they want you to give 20 seconds of the song. So is it a
Okay, before we hear 20 seconds of the song, Attitude and Tylenol, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, no man is going to deal with a pale box Chevy making horrible songs about them. Okay? Did y'all hear that? Oh gosh.
How could I forget that I had given her an extra? All this time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off. Bang, 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 banging on the, banging on the, banging on the.
Thank you so much, Attitude and Tylenol, for the super chat, and thank you for supporting. Bible Lady said, did she say match her flower, as in flower, in her face? Justin's mom said she scared everyone away. Stacy, that first twin, says she's doing the brunch at the strip club in Forest Park's Kings of something. Diamonds, I think it is. Uh, Native Tribe Urban Media has entered to the chat. How are you doing, Native? Native says, first of all, and then that's Native, she's single, she looking. You want her? You want her? Because she gonna give her contact information. So y'all, let's listen to this song. Black but not bitter says she looks like she uses all-purpose flour as her powder set.
rap or a sing? Are you a singer or a rapper?
It's part rap and part singing, so I give you the beginning of the song.
They want
Are
you
you
to
ready?
sing, though. The request is for you to sing.
Okay. All right. So
Okay.
I sing the hook.
Okay.
But I have to go into the rap, the beginning of the song, and then I end with the hook.
Okay.
Okay, so it's sleeping with a nigga in the air bed, average dick not getting a pair, riding in a buy here, pay here car. Thought this nigga was a superstar, couldn't even afford me. Broke ass nigga ignored me, got me out here on my grind. Have you ever been ghosted?
Have you ever been ghosted? Have you ever? Okay, so Native Tribe Urban Media says no one is going to give a fuck about a diss song that comes out 3 years later. Second of all, she ghosted him first. Really? Them folks said, Native, she's down there by you. She's local. Stacy, that first twin said it's not a hit of a song. I never heard of it. Miss HLS said the ghosted jokes. Miss HLS said ghosted ghosted jokes write themselves. Ghosted. I can't.
Not, wait, I heard air mattress. I heard the penis wasn't good. I heard he couldn't afford it. Child, you let it all out.
I was upset. I was upset, Kendra. That's when I was mad. Now it's just turned into a healing process for me. Really getting it out on the music helped me heal from it, to tell the truth.
Okay, okay, sing it one more time.
One more time.
Okay, we'll close out with it. We'll close out with it. All right.
Okay.
What kind of man you looking for?
I'm just looking for a man
Wait, real
that
quick,
is
Madison, don't have your head cut off.
okay.
Okay. What kind of man you looking
Okay. I'm looking for a man that's a go-getter, someone that he doesn't have to really be wealthy, but he has to just match what I'm doing. I want to have a power couple situation, someone that's matching what I'm doing so we can grow together. That's what I'm looking for.
for? Okay. What are your deal breakers?
I don't really like young dudes. Even though my artist name is Cougar, I really prefer someone for 40 and up. He can't be insecure. I need somebody that's secure in who he is and very comfortable with what I have going on in my life, and I can be comfortable with him. And also, he has to be about family. I've been dating a lot of guys that just don't appreciate coming from a big family and doesn't understand, me spending time with my family.
Okay.
Yes.
Should he look a certain way?
Ghosted,
Um,
ghosted.
I
You've
used to
been
think I had a
ghosted.
type, but really I just like people that match my energy now. Somebody that just makes me feel good.
Okay. What
Tall.
are your deal breakers?
I do like tall. I do like taller guys.
Okay. What are
Native, you sound like a shoe-in to me. Child, you better get on it.
your deal
Yeah.
breakers?
Um, I don't like guys that smoke. I don't like guys that don't know how to communicate. You have to be able to communicate with me and be able to get your point across. And then somebody that is a go-getter, not just too comfortable and just want to Netflix and chill and stay in the house all the time.
Okay. Okay.
You got to take her
Let's
places.
do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. You ready?
Yes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Okay. Wait. We gotta see. Cause that person holds the camera. Who's with you?
Oh, that's my friend. He just moved here from London, and I was in the middle of visiting him. That's Chance.
Hey, Chan. Give him the phone because I couldn't really do the Kendra Cam. Have him put the phone on
Okay.
you so we can do the Kendra Cam.
Okay.
This is be better. All right. And bring it down so we can see your legs. Bring it down. Okay, now we see you. Wait. No, bring it down, sir. You see it, sir. There we go. Okay. All right, we got you, girl. Okay. We see you, mama. So, Madison, do you want the guy to be in Atlanta?
I I would like for him to be in Atlanta, but I'm open to travel.
Okay, she wants the guy to be in Atlanta, but she's open for travel. So if y'all know any men, go ahead and send them your way. Oh gosh, Native, she looks like Miss Piggy stunt double on the Muppet movie. Man, man. Oh my gosh, just not right. Not right at all.
I like to travel, so
Okay. What is, you already did the age range. You say you want to date 40 and up?
yes.
Okay.
I'm 51, so 40 to about 55.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I've been celibate now for 7 months.
Okay. Are you celibate until relationship, marriage?
I was celibate right now because I just was going through a spiritual cleanse. I think I was just meeting all the wrong men in all the wrong places. So I felt like there were some things I need to work on in myself. So that's why I became celibate.
Okay. So is there a goal to this or just no goal?
Well, it was up until my birthday, and my birthday was April 2nd. So now that's why I said I'm going to come on your show and see if I can get some look in dating.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 flaws you have to work on.
I think I'm too trusting. A lot of my friends say I'm too trusting. One of my other flaws is I'm too giving. He's adding things on.
What is he
and
saying?
and also I can be a little bit judgmental in dating. Like sometimes I think I knocked myself out of dating some of the people I was dating because I was looking for the wrong things.
Okay, what were some of the things you were looking for in the past that you felt were the wrong things?
I was so focused on looks. I was like focused on looks. I was so focused on like he had to have a certain kind of job, things like that. But now I've been meeting men that's just they go getters and whatever they're doing, and I've learned to date people for who they are more so than judging what they do and all that other stuff.
I gotta say, I feel for the women in Atlanta.
Hmm.
Atlanta is a tough dating market. You know, I did a singles live tour, and we did like the speed dating, and we did in Atlanta. And usually in some of the cities, like the way the speed dating would work was the guys would get a chip, and they would invite the first girl they wanted to speed date with, and then everybody would rotate the girls, but you had to be invited by a guy. Atlanta was the
Hmm.
first city where majority of the men did not want to pick the girls. Like they
That's
literally wanted to be picked. And I was like, fellas, you have to pick a girl. And they really are. And I'm not saying, again, this doesn't apply to all the men in Atlanta. So if I'm not talking to you, don't feel it in your soul.
hmm.
But there are a lot of, when I say princess, I don't mean gay. I mean men that feel like you got to court them. There's a lot of men in Atlanta that feel
Okay. I mean, I don't. What's she's acting like there's something wrong. I'm confused, but okay. I mean, that's what women do. Women go up to men now. I don't, but that's what they do. So, Lord.
like I'm the prize. So if you want me, how much energy are you gonna put in to get me? I didn't feel that energy in other cities, but I definitely felt that in Atlanta. So I feel for the women I feel for the
It's
women in the
so
ATL.
true. It's so true. I go out in Atlanta a lot in my social life, and if you don't approach them, they will not approach you.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
they're shy. I
my
don't
prayers are
know.
with you, ATL girls. All right, why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Madison?
Uh-oh.
I think
Listen.
I love to cook,
Oh,
so you're gonna always eat good with me. I
not
love to do
Alfredo.
fun things. I'm a fun person. I love to travel, and I believe in building. I believe it's very important to be in a relationship with someone that you can build with. And I love my family, and nothing's like a good old cookout. So I think I'm a fun person to be
I
with.
love it. Let's do it. Madison ATL 51. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app,
Yes,
Madison?
I am.
Okay, what's your name on the app?
My name is at COUGS at
C
Cougs.
O U
COUGS.
G S. Okay,
Yes.
yep. Here's that's a good picture.
Thank you so much.
Memoirs of a Geisha. Okay.
Thank you.
COUGS. Oh, look at these
Yes.
outfits.
Thank you.
COUGS.
Yes.
COUGS is her Kendra G Singles dating app name. COUGS. COUGS. Madison in Atlanta. Okay.
Take
So
us out with a
Madison,
song.
long-term relationship. She's a recording artist. Are you a new recording artist? Are you
Yes,
been
I
a
am. I just got my distribution with Universal Music Group about 4 months ago, and I'm recording my first album right now.
Oh wow. So
Yes.
and what kind is it rapping?
No, it's R&B music. It's
R&B
R&B.
music. Okay.
Yes.
It
My
says
style
I'm
has kind of changed since Ghosted. My style is totally
okay.
different.
It says I'm just looking for love, been looking all in the wrong places. I live a very busy lifestyle as a recording artist and entrepreneur. I'm looking for someone who's not insecure and a go-getter, but you gotta match my fly. COUGS is her Kendra G Singles dating app name. COUGS. Hit up Madison and let's see what it does. All right, you can send her a DM, fellas. Click on this to send her a DM. I'm gonna send her one right now. Hey, girl. Hey. Um, and there you have it. All right, Madison, you should have got it if you're logged into the app. You should have got a
Okay.
message.
All right.
Okay.
I'll check
Keep me
it.
posted how it goes, honey.
I I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I
Say it again.
said, keep me posted how it goes.
I will. I will. I hope I have a huge update for
I
you.
do too. Keep me posted. Bye,
Bye.
boo.
Bye.
Okay. I'm
She didn't take us out with song. Look, I didn't see anything updated, so I don't know how it's going for her yet. But you know, that's that. Such is life. So anyway, y'all, let's get into these comments for a minute. As if I haven't read enough. Somebody said she looks like one of those actresses you see in the Nigerian movies, the ones that have their hair and skin bleached. Good God, there was 19 replies to that. People laughing, or bad makeup. Looks like bleaching to me. Somebody else said facts. Don't forget about the filter she put on her profile picture. I can't. Um, Somebody said the makeup and the hair color didn't help. We have another person who said, I think she's naturally light, but the wig is throwing her skin tone off. Light people need platinum blonde hair, not this orangey blonde color. She has because it makes you look like this. I've seen her before with black hair. I mean, she don't look bad. Uh, Somebody else said, leave it alone, sis. You're devoting too much energy to a man who clearly didn't want to be bothered. Someone else said he ghosted her after an 11-month relationship, and after 3 years, she's still trying to heal while making diss songs, and she wonders why he ghosted her. Someone else said over 50, sleeping with someone that sleeps on an airbed is not a laughing matter at all. When she started singing, I'll never be brave enough to come on this show, let alone sing. That's funny. She mentioned Ghost. Ma'am, the foundation is giving powder. Not her coming on here trying to expose that man 3 years. Shaking my head. Are you hoping he sees this and gives you a call? Shaking my head. If someone did that to me, I'd just act like he never existed. I wouldn't tell nobody. I would not tell nobody. Oh my gosh, Black but not bitter. Why does she look like whatever happened to Baby Jane? Oh my gosh. Her voice, the wig, and the pounds of makeup is annoying the hell out of me. Someone else said, what in the Michael Jackson 2% hydroquin bleaching cream is this? Someone else said, White Chicks Rebooted, starring Time. White Chicks Rebooted, starring Tiny Harris. she she ain't healed and she's messy. Next, leave that man alone. We got someone say, move forward, sis. Stop giving that man so much energy. It's been years. Someone else says too much Botox, fillers, or something. That face didn't move. This is very embarrassing for a 50-year-old woman. We got somebody else saying, why did she date a broke man sleeping on an air mattress long enough for him to ghost her? That's a non-starter, especially if I was 50. She's 51, but her brain didn't grow since she turned 16. Again, stop using makeup from Tim U. It's not healthy for your skin. If you're making a song about the issue, then that reflects your lack of moving forward. Someone else said people learn how to move along if someone shows you they don't want you. You're putting too much energy into that situation after 3 years. That seems to be the consensus. Um, who said now she is 95% sea moss? Who said that? Who Somebody said, damn, her makeup is caked on thick. We got someone else saying that that song was uncalled for. Too damn old for that shit. Oh, someone says at her big age, she's bragging about some singer she been trying to heal from for over 3 years ago on a diss track with Scrappy. Embarrassing as fuck. Another one says Scrappy just collaborating with anybody for a check these days. She came out on here to expose that man. Girl, just move on. Somebody said, reminds me of the Wayans brothers in White Chicks. All she needs is a red rose. What is wrong with our women and this makeup, wig, and lashes? Y'all look alike. Somebody said he ghosted Casper the ghost. I didn't even know her and want to ghost her based off this video. Somebody said, so you want a new man and you decide to clout chase and throw another man, a famous one, in the man's face. Why? You're trying to get a new man by talking about your old one. Somebody said we need to hear his side of the story. So, Silk, Jimmy Gates, please come forward. We've got bleach skin, blonde wig, tangerine lipstick, and a diss track shaking my head. She's still damaged, and slandering old boy isn't the move. It is rough for us in the ATL. Somebody said this is borderline embarrassing. Somebody else said she got a pound of makeup on. Pass. You got what in the Elmo from Sesame Street? Oh, I can't. Somebody else said she's so light, the color should have been warmer, and she should have used contour on her face. And ladies, always use brown lip liner to blend the lipstick better because this is just too sensitive for my eyes. Oh, see, people, this is what happens when you don't have good friends. A good friend would have told her the makeup isn't working. Oh, Atlanta is not a real place. Somebody said, ooh, and you want the cousins to be quiet in the chat? The cousins, that's how who Kendra, that's the name her chat has. And they said, this is prime time entertainment, girl. Somebody else said, I'm embarrassed for her. We got oh, come on, Jimmy. Ain't nobody meeting you. Okay. Uh, come on, Jimmy. Ain't nobody meeting you in your bedroom on an air mattress. Deaf Atlanta energy, name dropping every few minutes. Somebody said I'm braced out. Another one said I clicked on this so damn fast. Hey y'all. Another one says out here whining and dying. Credit card keep on declining. Okay, Miss Cougar. Somebody says, I guarantee that without all the hair, uh, nails, lashes, and makeup, she looked like a completely different person. Got one singing the song sent me into orbit. Thought this ninja was a superstar. Somebody says definitely R&B, raspy and broken. The voice is that. We got this is more than just makeup and a wig. This is a full-on costume. Very sad and unfortunate. I'm screaming because when I met Silk at a meet and greet, he was flirting with me too. Never took it serious. He's old enough to be my dad. Someone else says she popped up looking like Cookie the Clown from the Bozo Show with the sandy brown gold wig. And might I add, no part. That was me adding that. Somebody else says, so basically, this is a promo. Who's looking for the next diss? I'm just only going to read two more, y'all, because I can't. Somebody said, why was I expecting to hear while he's scheming? I was beaming in the beamer, just beaming. While he was scheming, I was in the beamer, just beaming. Can't believe that I caught my man cheating, so I found another way to make him pay for it all. And lastly, I had to Google old Jimmy from Silk. Silk used to be the shit for a minute. Heck, in the day, Jimmy out here ghosting folk for 11 months. Shaking my head. Well, she got her diss track from him. His ass married. LOL. That's wild. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody says, I'll be back when the comments cook up some more. I know it's going to be hilarious. This is just, y'all, I'm all read out. I've been reading since 9 o'clock. Only did not plan on being on here this late, but oh well. But that is all I have for y'all. I'm getting out of here. Thank you for all of the super chats. I got a Cash App. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate that. Let me just play this one last thing. Boy, I'm gonna sleep good tonight after reading them text messages. I tell you, I really, really am. Because you know what it's got.
When my prayers go up, the indictments, they must come down. No. Show you right. When my prayers go up, the indictments, they must come down. No. Show you right. When my
I appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to the Marvelous Moonlight mods like Black But Not Bitter says, set your alarm for tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Join us for After Dark with Legacy Moon, True Crime and Mysteries, and Native Tribe Urban Media. Yes, please make sure that you do that. And before we go, I just want to let y'all know, where is my ending? Okay. I want to let y'all know this one thing. God's got me. I am shining off my trumpet for St. Peter because freedom is coming soon.
Yeah. Nesto.